think we're good to go, Razos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We're here, mate.
That's it.
I'm at Razos' pad with all of his bikes. Nice setup.
It's like, what's that TV show?
Garage goals. Cribs.
Yeah, Cribs.
Yeah, MTV
Welcome
Cribs.
to my crib.
Yeah. And you're always like, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah. This
I'll
is
be
where,
like that, but in the kitchen, the fridge.
yeah, the bathroom and the kitchen is where my magic happens,
Yeah,
mate.
100%.
I eat and then I shit the gun straight out.
100%, bro. 100%. What's news with you, man? These bikes look crazy.
Yeah, man. So the V-Rod that we got here is a very, very close friend of mine's. He owns a shop called Ace Automotive. Do a little plug for him.
Nice.
He's the one that's built my bike from the ground up. Oh, where is it? Behind me.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and he's obviously built his own shop bike, and he's done fucking grouse on it, man.
Yeah,
And like he's done with mine and a few other boys' bikes as well, to bring out these mad showpieces that we're going to start entering into shows and events and
Nice.
try and get into the other side of the bike world instead of riding them and doing weddings and all that sort of stuff with them.
Yeah.
At least, start taking them to shows with the new looks. It's probably hence why as well I haven't put up too many photos of my bike, where before I used to put up every week, used to be a new photo, a new this and new that, and now it's just like two little video clips. Just so, you know what it is, I don't want my bike and the VH when it's ready, I don't want it to be like, oh, I seen that on Instagram, oh yeah, it looks the same as Instagram, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be an Instagram whore. Like,
Yeah.
Although-
There's enough of those.
Yeah. No, we're not complaining about horse. Yeah. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, that's it. So how's Harley Escorts going? You still doing that?
Yeah, so we had to rebrand.
Yeah.
We had to change it from Harley Escorts Melbourne to Lux Car and Bike Hire.
Ah, that's what that is. Yeah, because I did see that online.
Yeah, so
Yeah, nice.
I've had a lot of people message saying, like, who are you guys?
Yeah.
How am I already following you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, we actually used to be called Harley
Makes sense.
Escorts.
Yeah,
and,
makes sense.
purely because we got reported by, who knows, to be honest, because you can't fucking Instagram tell you off, but they don't tell you who's lagging you.
By Karen.
By Karen Seymour.
Yeah.
Then we got reported as an escort agency.
Oh my god, the internet is just so stupid, bro.
But it's actually so, I won't use that word. So it's actually so stupid that how quickly you can get reported and get taken down with no explanation prior to them taking you down. So, man, like, I'm sitting there, like, is it that easy for someone just to have a sook and be like, oh, he's a brothel? You know what I mean? And then shut me down. Like, ask me, am I a brothel? I'll probably tell you no, right? But all you got to do is look at the evidence. I don't have girls on Harley Escorts.
Yeah, of course not.
To be honest, you'd probably think, right, and I don't want to say it now because it's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Right, you think Badman would be more of an escort brothel agency because there's more women on Badman than what there is on Harley Escorts.
Yeah, I guess
like,
so. But you're just promoting clothing, like that's just
like and we're just promoting like, and if you go onto our Instagram page for the escorts, for Harley Escorts.
Damn, man, you just
Probably why I got myself taken down.
You just outed yourself.
Just like myself. But if you have a look at that, like, it's all bikes, it's all wedding related or event related or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So and that's every time we've been taken down. And I've had that page, that was probably my first ever page I made, right? So I've had that for like 8 years since Instagram
It's
has
got
been.
a lot of followers now, doesn't it?
It's like all the wedding joints that open up usually got the 1,000 mark, 2,000. Man, we're over 7,000 followers,
nice.
and we've built that over time.
Yeah,
you know
and your engagement will be amazing too.
Yeah, I noticed at one point, especially through COVID, when I had no content to post. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be one of those cunts that post content from 4 years ago. Like, do you know what I mean? And everyone's like, he's obviously not at a wedding because they're not allowed to be at weddings.
Yeah.
So my engagement went fucking dropped heaps.
Yeah.
My followers didn't drop, like only like 50, 60, 70 that I noticed.
Yeah.
But engagement when I started coming back and posting stuff was just like from 2,000 followers, 2,000 views on a story to like 150.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. Where the fuck did the rest of you go? Like, we're back. Like, And then obviously, like, as you know yourself with the algorithm stuff, the second you stop posting, it's like you're an ex-missus. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're fucking forgotten about. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's so true.
So I was just like, fuck it. So just like every now and then I like to post up just random shit, these are the deals we got coming up in, the month of June, 2 Lambos and a Rolls Royce, or 2 Range Rovers and a Rolls Royce. Like, everything we're trying to do is trying to be around that sort of stuff. But it's just fucking
It's harder.
It's hard, man. Especially like
A lot of competition in that industry too, though. But a lot of them don't do it right. Like I know a friend of mine was having a wedding, and they're like, "Oh, come check out the cars." They met him at Macca's with the cars. Like, have them at a factory or something. This is $1 million car. It's like, I'll meet you at Macca's car park.
So we had a good mate of ours was getting married, and obviously, so when I had Harley Escorts, just to sum it up so people understand it, when it was called Harley Escorts, it was purely just bikes, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of limited myself because of the name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course,
Being Harley Davidson Escorts and fucking whatever, blah, blah, blah. But now that we've rebranded and called Lux Car and Bike Hire, it's opened us up huge. Like, people are asking about cars now. So because we've got a lot of inquiries about cars, right? We're like, all right, now we're going to start doing our own stuff. Like, I'm in the hunt at the moment for a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I want another 2 sedans. So we're either going to buy 2 S classes or 2 Bentleys.
Yeah.
And start offering our own big packages. And at the same time, like, look, the wedding industry is like the funeral industry. You need it. So you charge whatever the fuck you want, right?
Yeah.
And I've always been about
That's a
like,
good point, actually.
look, don't get me wrong, make money, you got to sustain your normal living as well as your profits and all that sort of stuff and upkeep of the vehicles.
You don't want to rip anyone off, though.
But at the same time, if I got a Rolls Royce, all right, it's $500,000 car. I'm charging someone if I'm charging someone $5,000 to $7,000 a wedding to fucking bring it out, you're not going to get a job, mate.
No,
like,
definitely
let's be honest,
no.
no matter how much the car's worth.
Car, but still, that's like ridiculous.
Right, and unfortunately, there's another 10 in Melbourne that people can use. So we're coming with the mindset of being competitive on the lower end.
Yeah.
Like, we want people to be able to afford it that don't normally use those sort of cars every day. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. Well, that's the whole idea. They get it and they're excited.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Wedding
Like, you
photos.
wouldn't believe some of the weddings we rock up to. Like, when I was rocking up in the Range Rovers, that would be the shittest car there. I'm like, the fuck you got me here for?
Yeah.
Like, help this poor fucker out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, and we're there with Rolls Royces, Bentleys, fucking Lambos, yada, yada, yada. And I'm there in like a $120,000 car that's worth like the hubcap of the fucking Rolls Royce that spins by itself.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? But, and then you go to other joints where the Range Rover is like the top of the top best car they've got in the whole fleet. You know what I mean? Because it's a different sort of, environment and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's just funny how things go with all that stuff, man. It's cool. It's a good industry. It's a fun industry.
Yeah.
But it's very competitive, as you said. Like, you got everyone now. Like,
Everyone's doing it.
especially with the bikes. The bikes are fucking. The amount of companies I've seen come and go.
I feel like at the start, you might have been one of the only ones with a bike.
So we were the first ones, and then another crew opened up that is still around. That at the start, and I think I mentioned this on the last podcast we've done together. At the start, we were rivals big time.
Yeah.
There was a miscommunication with the name. There was a bit of immaturity on both ends. Probably a lot my end. Like, fuck you, it's my industry. Blah blah blah. Sort of being, my dick's bigger than your dick. Sort of fucking mentality. But once we got over that and we actually met each other, like officially face to face, we're actually like, we're both all right. Like, we both got the same goal.
Yeah.
You do your thing, I do my thing, and if we ever need each other, we're there for each other. You know what I mean? So
you're not trying to rip each other off.
it kind of worked out well.
Yeah.
But over time, like, me and the other owner of the other joint, we send each other messages here and there, like, have a look at this idiot. Like, you know what I mean? It's another bloke trying to start up.
Yeah.
And like, they might do 2, 3, 4 weddings, right?
Yeah.
And the trend that you tend to see, then they start realising, fuck, tyres are expensive to do burnouts on.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck, this is 3 to 4 hours out of my day. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
It's a lot of work.
my missus doesn't let me out every weekend. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so, like, a lot of things come into factor where, man, like, we've got contracts with tyres joints. Like, we own our own tyre shop now. Like, all online. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're using bike tyres that much, doing burnouts in the weddings. It was versatile for us to buy a whole container,
Of course.
sell tyres at the same time, as well as using them for us. So instead of us having to spend $300-400 a tyre, we're pretty much getting them for nothing now. Do you know what I mean?
Good.
Because that's just the way you should be doing it. You shouldn't be having massive out expenses.
Of course. And you charge more when you do a burnout, don't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Like if someone's like, hey, come to my wedding, I want you to, pop two tyres.
So with us, it's an average. It's just depending on location too. Because I got fucking raped last time. I'm like, yeah, mate, $300 or $350. each bike, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, sweet, booked it all in. And then closer to the date, I'm like, I'll get all your details. He's like, yeah, sweet, no worries. Motherfucker. And like, we're established in Mickleham, right? This bloke was in Geelong.
Oh,
so I'm
shit.
like,
you got to get the bike back after it's
fuck
popped.
me,
That's
you
the
bastard.
thing.
Like,
Yeah.
So I said to him, I go, listen, no problem. Like, it was my fuck up. It's not a thing, eh? But I said to him, don't expect me to pop the tyre. I go, because I still have to get back. Because we got a guy that picks us up, like Adam from Action Towing, motorcycle towing.
Yeah.
In Melbourne, he'll come pick us up, but he's that busy. I can't ring him and say, bro, I'm in Geelong. Can you fucking...
Yeah, no, of course.
He'll say, yeah, sweet, I'm coming. 4 hours and a half, 5 hours later, he'll come punch the fuck out of me. But it's like, you know, it's like shit like that. It's like I've got to be very careful of. So just obviously prices and stuff like that, depending on where you are. And if you're not Metro Melbourne or if you're not within Melbourne at least, then, you know, obviously prices that go up where these new companies don't realise that shit. Like,
yeah, they don't, do they? How does it go with, like, I mean, because, you know, you're not supposed to do burnouts, technically.
Yeah. Oh, well, every burnout is done on private property.
Yeah, no, I know that.
And in Mexico. Or
It's only a quick trip to Mexico, water from here, bro.
Yeah, 25 minutes, mate.
Yeah, good to go, bro. Good to go. Have you had any dramas with that before? Or
no? In the whole time, touch wood, we've been doing it. We've only been done once.
Yeah.
And that was one of our guys got done on the spot. Like, was doing a burnout, copper rocked up, blocked the street. Like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Tried to get away. There was nowhere to get out. Like, the whole street was blocked by normal cars, let alone all the cop cars that rocked up.
Of course.
But in respect of, like, aftermath sort of stuff, bro, like, touch wood again, like, never had a headache with it.
Well, it's all done, like, on someone's private property anyway, so it's fine.
So this thing, but, you know, usually number plates aren't on, or if number plates are on, faces aren't. You know, the old gangster thing, no face, no case.
Yeah.
Doesn't work anymore.
No, it doesn't work
they know the
man.
bike. They don't need your face, you fuck with.
Exactly right, bro.
But yeah. Oh, sorry. And going back to what you said before too, where you know, you're meeting people with fucking $500,000 cars in a Macca's car park. You're like, mate, you're taking a fucking piss or what?
That's the thing. That's just ridiculous.
That's just another level of stupidity. So with what we're trying to do now, once we've got our cars landed, established, and ready to go, that's when we're going to go to the next level and do our own showroom. So
nice.
Well, pretty much I'll probably set up exactly how my garage is, like, you know, nice painted floors, painted walls.
Yeah, that's it.
Probably posters of, like, our cars at weddings and shit like that.
Yeah. People can come in and have a look. And
that's what I mean. Like, you know,
see what they're gonna
so I went and had a look at one factory, and it was nice. Like, you know, it was a mezzanine upstairs.
Yeah, perfect.
So I'm like, in my head, I automatically think, like, upstairs office where they can come upstairs, choose their packages, have a coffee machine, all that sort of shit set up, ready to go. Because, bro, all the companies that are around, big to small, none of them have warehouses. Like, they have warehouses where they keep the cars, but they're shared warehouses. No one wants to outlay that money.
Of course not.
Like,
there's only one that I know of out of all of them.
Star? Man.
That's the only one I know of.
Like, you know when you want to get to someone's level, right? He's the level I want to get to.
Yeah,
right?
And you know what? And hats off, because, like, you know, Michael and his dad, like, they're both amazing people, man.
Yeah.
Like, I rang him up and I said, hey, I want to come do some photos with the rolls, with the cigars. He's like, yeah, just come down.
Yeah, man.
I was in there. He's like, you need anything? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, here's all the keys, man. I'll see you later. I'm like,
Sicko,
where you going, bro? Like, what the but he was fine, man. He's like, no, do what you want to do, man. No dramas. Let me know when you're done and we'll grab a coffee or something. Like,
that's mad.
So awesome, man. The whole family, they're amazing.
See, and someone on that sort of level, like, obviously me not knowing them from a bar of soap, for someone on that level, right? And let's be honest, they're on a level higher than a lot of others, right?
Of course they are, yeah, 100%.
With wealth, with business,
they do. They don't just do the cars. Like, there's so much other stuff.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But, like,
everything. You know,
I don't look at someone's money wealth. I look at their business wealth, right?
Yeah.
And if you're on another level of business wealth where you've smashed the game, obviously, you know, through his dad and all that sort of stuff, demolish the game. Like, you cannot compete with them, right?
Yeah.
And you're still as humble as that to let someone come in, take photos of your cars with your cigar business, and whatever the business may be, right? And for them, and to work with them, because we worked a lot with them with the bikes.
Yeah, of course.
And not that we would book their cars or they would book our bikes, blah, blah, blah. Just work coincidentally.
The same places and stuff.
The bride and groom will hire them as the car and hire us as the bikes,
yeah, of course.
And they've got a driver, I don't want to drop his name because he always gets embarrassed. He is one of the best, and I know his son well too.
Yeah.
The best bloke I've ever met in my life, right?
Yeah.
the brides love him, right? Because he's so attentive. Like he does stuff the bridesmaids do. Do you know what I mean? Like he fluffs the dresses up.
Oh, really?
Like the photographer's taking photos, and he's telling the photographer, "Wait." And he throws the what's it called, the veil on the back up, and he legs it like.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I said to him how many times I'm like, and not that you ever try and poach someone's drivers. I'm like, oh look, if you don't have much, let me know, and if I can get you in the Range Rover or whatever, because he's such a good customer service. For sure. And he goes to me, Chris. Like he's got a good, a funny accent. Yeah. He goes, Chris. He goes, I love my guys like they're my family. He goes, I would never. And I said to him, never that I'm asking you to.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, if you're not working one day, let me know. I'm happy to give you help because he's actually a really nice bloke and good at his job.
Yeah, I think I know which guy you're talking about too.
Yeah, and he's just like he's that loyal and dedicated to it. I'm like, you know what? To find someone like that, good on you're doing well.
Impossible these days.
Oh, bro, no, I can't even get. I can't even get fucking riders to be loyal, for fuck's sake. Yeah. I mean, I've got my group of guys that I use every weekend, and I trust and I let them do whatever they want. Yeah. And then you got the other side of him is just like, bro, if I need you, I'll use you. Like, they're called the bike sluts. Like,
you can't.
They just go trust everyone, bro. Them, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then we've had other guys go off on their own, trying to start their own thing. And
well, this is man. Everyone, you know what? People say it's any successful business, they're always going to try and start. Look at the giveaway stuff. Like you did some work with LMCT Plus, which I want to talk to you a little bit about. But we made the LMCT Plus side, and then all these other companies come to us, and we made a few of them as well. And some do really well, some don't. It's just they don't have the money for advertising, or they don't have the audience. But it's hard to jump on the bandwagon now with the giveaways, you know.
I think that bandwagon's gone. I think like it's close to being gone. Yeah, man. Like business has a window, I believe anyway. All right, and there's a window where you can get in it and stay and run with the wave, right? Yep. Or if you get at the start, you're at the top of that wave, right?
Yes.
But if you get it when the door's about to close, you've got that 50-50 risk of it fucking up real bad. Do you know what I mean? Where if you make 1 foot wrong, that other company's going to overtake you. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly right.
And look, at the end of the day, Adrian has fucking claimed that industry.
He's done very well, man.
Like, half the people don't even know the kid's name. It's a kid. Actually, fuck him. He's a kid.
Yeah, he is. He's young.
Little Maltese fuck, right? That's smaller than me, so he's a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Right?
Yeah,
he's younger than me.
Yeah.
Like just a kid here from the fucking West, right? You know, everyone's heard his story, whatever. But kid from the West, fucking went to America, didn't make it properly there, fucked up a little bit. Came here, smashed what he thought was going well in America, and hasn't been seen here. Brought the idea here and smashed it here, yeah. And he's smart because he gets a lot of people involved in the right industries. Like
he does, he's smart. Yeah,
he got Troy involved. He got myself involved. He got the fucking that
angry dad son.
Yeah, got him involved, right? Fucking Shankar, right? And the fishing guy, fuck, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. What's his name, Joe?
Get the dog.
Get the dog, yeah.
Get the dog. Is that his name?
Really?
No, it's not his name, but it's what he says. Get the dog.
I was going to say,
that's a shit name. Your parents are shit.
What kind of fucking name is that?
Australians, I don't know.
Get the dog.
He got him involved to get rid of the boats, right?
Yeah, and he smashed it with that as well.
Oh, killed it. Like he obviously Troy was doing the same thing, yeah. And this is what a lot of people forget. People tend to think that Adrian made Troy into what he is with the giveaways. Bro,
Troy was killing it before,
and this is the thing that people forget, yeah. Troy started, I'm not pumping up any of their tyres, fuck them both. With all love and respect. But like Troy was on that, joined that bandwagon at the right time.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Yeah.
And to be fair, right, and to be honest, and like I said, I'm not shitting on anyone's parade because everyone's working together now, which is grouse, right? But people knew Troy as the giveaway bloke, not Adrian.
No, at the start, you're right, 100%.
Cars,
right. You're right.
Fucking free wraps, this, that.
Yeah.
He marketed his business into it and done really well in it.
He did, yeah.
And typical fucking, unfortunately, I don't know if it's Melbourne or if it's an Australian thing or I don't know what it is, to be honest. But the typical arrogance come into it. You know what I mean? Like
Australian thing, bro.
He's raffling it off to his mates. Right?
Yeah. You hear that all the time, and there's, you know what? Like I know for a fact, obviously Adrian. Like I know for a fact, all of them don't do it. There might be one or two that does. I'm not going to name any names So I don't really feel like getting shot next weekend. but there's a possibility. But it is what it is, man. Like,
yeah, but like, dude, man, at the same time, just like you're gonna get everyone saying, "Oh, you know, they've done this, oh, they've done that." But enter their raffles, right?
Yeah.
And actually watch their website.
Yeah, people win, man. People like random everyday people win.
Yeah, like look at the guy and the girl that just won the Queensland home.
Yeah.
Right? Mind you, I don't know what the fuck possessed them to take the house, right? But you know what?
They took the house instead of the 1.8.
No, instead of the 3.
Instead of the 3.
The 3 million, right? I said, brother, I don't give a fuck how much money you got, bro. 3 million is 3 million.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
It's a
fuck the house. Fuck, get rid of that.
Yeah.
Right? But look, obviously, like, and again, this is where you have to listen to the timing that they go on live on Facebook.
Yeah.
Watch them, because obviously there's been times when we've done the bike giveaways that fucking no one's answered. You're like, answer your fucking phone.
Yeah.
We look like fuck.
That happens though. I've seen it before as well.
Right, and then we'd call, no fucking answer. So towards the end of the live, right, we're just like, oh, listen, we're going to close the live. When they do answer, we'll go back on live. Do you know what I mean? And everyone can see whatever. And then bang, the phone rang. And like, hey, you know, you've won the bike, this, that, blah, blah, blah. The amount of people that we've had, like, I thought, like, someone rings me and goes, bro, you run a bike. I got bikes, I'm in the bike industry. Like, you're fucking joking.
Yeah,
like,
you'd be so excited.
Wrapped,
yeah, that's funny you say that. I've noticed that too. They're just like, well, thank you, Adrian.
Answer the phone, you fuck. Like, be excited, you prick.
Yeah, man, big time. Yeah,
but, like Adrian, I brought this up to Adrian when we had his joint in Hillside fucking doing it. And I'm like, bro, how are people not excited? He's like, people are shocked.
I guess so.
People can't believe that they've won.
Yeah.
And we had one girl that won a VF or VE, I don't know what the fuck it was, some GDS, right? Some Troy Special. Yeah. And we gave it away in Melbourne. Like,
Pink wrap slam.
Yeah, fucking slam ball. That was just OnlyFans subscription. Like, the whole thing. and then and we gave it away, and the girl that won it thought we were talking shit. So she was playing along with our shit talking.
Oh, bullshit.
Even though we were legit. So we're sitting there, and we're on live.
Yeah.
All right. And she goes, so I won $50,000. And we're like, no, you won a car that's worth $50,000.
Yeah. And
she's like, whatever, man. And then her brother come running in and goes,
was like, hey,
dickhead, you're on live. She's like, oh my God, I actually won a car. Like, she's I was like, this is one of the best reactions we've ever fucking had giving something away.
Yeah.
Because not only was she a good sport in having a laugh, right, and thought it was someone pranking her, so she thought she'd go along with it. It's her brother running in saying, are you fucking dumb? Like, you're on live.
This is legit. Yeah.
And then her realising, like, holy shit, I've won the car.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you know, this is amazing. No. And she's like, but I'm probably going to sell it. Like, I'm like, you bitch. Like,
don't say it online.
Like, just say you're going to keep it and then sell it later.
Yeah, 100%. Is there any clause where you can't sell the car? There isn't, is there?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Of course not, no.
Yeah.
So there was a guy that won the Heritage, Heritage soft tail.
Yeah.
The black one, this day, we done it up fucking, everything on it was done to the
Looks
T.
sick, yeah.
Like, literally, I built that bike at Harley Heaven with the boys from Harley Heaven, Theo from Harley Heaven, who gives us all our bikes. And I said to him, I'm building his bike the way I'd build my own Vikla, like my own Cholo bike,
Yeah.
And he goes, don't do it. He goes, because whoever wins it, you're going to fucking burn that they're riding the bike that you want. I'm like, yeah, I know. I go, but I can't not do this bike up the way I want because I feel like I'm doing a shit job.
Yeah,
I like everything to be 100%.
Yeah, of course. You have the way you want to do things, yeah.
Anyway, the guy who won the bike is like, and it's funny, the guys with the bikes have all been Islanders, right? Just by fucking pure coincidence, yeah? Answer the phone, he's like, hello there. I'm like, hey, okay, mate, whatever. You Chris from fucking Badman, Adrian from LMCT Plus. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, did you enter a raffle for a motorbike? He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you won the bike. He's like, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? I felt like saying neck minute. Like, you know,
yeah.
And they're sitting there having a laugh, talking shit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, thank you so much. Thanks for everything you guys do.
Yeah.
And like, whether it's myself or Adrian and Troy or Adrian and fucking Get the Dog and fucking Adrian and whatever the fuck he's doing with Angry Dad's fucking son now, who knows? It's whoever's involved, you're still changing someone's life. And this is what a lot of people forget,
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you might be broke and you'll sell that bike for 50, 60 grand and you've just cleaned your slate. Like, do you know what I mean?
Man, that's
or
massive.
you might win a car, or you might win a cash, or you might win a house. you've never seen yourself being able to afford to buy a house, and you've accepted in your own head that you're going to rent.
Yeah.
Then fucking all of a sudden you cop a phone call off a $20 ticket.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you just won this.
Some little Maltese guy's like, hey man, hey legend.
Some little travap, yeah. And every time, hey legend, how are you? Shut the
Hey, you know
fuck
what's
up.
funny about that?
Get a new greeting, you
know,
fuck. Like,
you know what's funny about that? They all say hey legend now. Like there's a bike giveaway that came out.
Don't even get me started on that fucking bike cunt because I hate this cunt.
I seen it the other day and he's like, hey legends. I'm like, oh for fuck's sake, come on man, say something. You know.
Suck my dick, you
come on with your own
like,
shit.
Yeah. Even though so Troy, I remember Troy's ones, yeah. I'm going back to that one, his giveaways quickly. He just used to be on the screen, right? Like, we've got a club sport, this, that, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it was real quick.
Right? It was real quick.
Yeah,
It wasn't like the whole show and caboodle that fucking...
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Now, you'll notice every time... Now, I'm doing it, right? Every time Adrian's on the camera, he comes from behind whatever he's giving away to in front of it, right?
And then he leaves.
And he's... on his hands, like a proper fucking walk with his hands,
yeah,
right?
Of course he's, yeah.
Like, hey, legends, not long to go now.
Yeah.
This Land Cruiser's not going to be around forever. Get your chance. He always say, like, win your chance tickets or whatever the fuck he says. He always fucks me over. And then he like, go back behind the car.
Or he hides behind he walks towards the camera and goes around.
Goes past it.
He's got his way of doing it.
How many times we've done a fucking video on a bike and he's like, all right, Raz, you got to say A, B, and C. All right, so in my head, I got this, brother. No stress. Yeah. Comes out, like, I don't know if you've seen that skit from Jim Carrey from Liar Liar where he's like, It's exactly what came out, yeah? I'm sitting there like,
it's hard in front of the camera, man.
Harley Davidson, don't miss your chance to win a fucking bike. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Get on it now,
it's
guys.
Hard, bro.
Don't wait.
It's hard.
And when it's time for the cameras in front of me, I'm like, hey.
It's hard.
It's a bike.
Hey, guys. This is a bike,
Very fast.
Yeah.
And like you buckle back. This can't just off the fucking... Obviously,
he's still... At the start, I remember watching like his first few. Not first few. I probably only caught him after like maybe 6, 7 of them.
Yeah.
And he was a little bit... Wasn't 100% confident, but he had a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Now, it's next level. He's straight out there, knows what he got to say.
He talks like that every day now. Like,
he does.
Like,
he
he'll
does,
be at the cafe, like, all right, guys, what do you guys want to drink? Don't be shouting a coffee, a latte. Like, no, shut up, mate. Like, fuck yeah.
I seen him not long ago at Kendall's, actually. He was having a cigar, or he wasn't having a cigar, he was having a drink, I was having a cigar.
Is he old enough to have a cigar?
He is. Nah, he's all right.
Nah. Well, all those boys are great. So I remember... And he's another person that's done really well with marketing himself and his business. Yeah, talk shit as much as you want about him, right?
Nah, he's done a very good job, man. You can't. There's nothing. You can't really say anything about him, brother. What he's done.
But look at the party. For argument's sake, remember when we jumped in the fucking VK Brocky?
Yeah.
Right,
that was fun.
Like fucking 5 of us. I think you were in the car with us too.
Not driving it, but it was...
No, when we were in there taking the video.
Taking photos, yeah.
Joe, you were in us, yeah? You were in the car too?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was us three, Paul, Gas 747.
Yeah, and a friend of mine who's Jesse.
I think my mate Big Nath tried to get him too.
Yeah, Big Nath tried to get him.
175 kilo muscles. Like,
he's like full muscle too, that guy.
Yeah, man, the cat's like a rock, like motherfucker. All natural too, you wouldn't believe it.
It's jacked, bro.
Yeah, just on grass and fucking such 250 plants.
Is he like that? Is he like that Liver King guy?
Bro. Hey, you know what? Going on to that now too. Did you watch the video where he actually admitted that he fucked up?
I did, yeah.
Your heart broke for the cunt. Right?
Yeah, I know.
And look,
a lot of them are doing it. A lot of them are coming out with videos now, bro, and saying...
Lachlan didn't know he was on it.
Of course. Like, you can't get like that.
You can't see a photo and a video of me saying, fuck, that cunt's naturally a fat cunt. No, man, I've eaten years and years of making
Be proud of that shit, bro.
This is paid for.
Yeah, 100%.
We're him, like... I don't give a fuck how much raw liver you eat. Yeah. Everybody knows, but you don't end up like that.
No.
Because if that was the case, but I'll be fucking ripping everyone's liver out and then come down the street.
100%.
It's not going to happen. But when he came out, but you fucking felt bad for him. Like, bro.
I felt bad for him.
In the public eye, you've just been raped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've just been
and everyone was just giving him shit for ages, even Joe Rogan. All of them were just started giving him shit.
I love Joe Rogan, don't get me wrong.
Too,
but there's sometimes it's just like, bro, like...
Yeah. I love the edits people do when someone's saying something serious and it goes to him doing something stupid.
That face, or like, when he's holding on to the two commentators. Bro, he's the funniest fuck. Watching and listening to his podcast, one of the funniest things.
I love it, bro. Him and Theo Von, for me. I don't know if you know who Theo Von is. He's a comedian. He's just a tripper, man. He's from like the south, like this white guy. He's
I
fucking
probably
hilarious,
know him,
bro.
but I have to see my face.
Yeah, he's hilarious, bro.
You know who
He's
I
so
love?
good.
That fucking I can't remember his fucking name. He's an old gangster cunt.
Oh, Joey Diaz. Yeah, Joey Diaz.
what?
You remind me a bit of Joey Diaz. Bro.
Bro, I love him, bro.
Yeah,
I want to be him, bro.
I love him
Like,
too. He's the best.
He's such a sick guy. One of the cunts go to him, like, because he's got a jiu-jitsu background.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they go to him, what would you do when you're facing a scenario where someone's in front of you? Like, would the jiu-jitsu come out or would the street in you come out? He goes, the fucking 22 bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He goes, I got one pointing at my ass, pointing
Yeah.
at you right now.
I love
Like,
him, bro. There's a picture of him walking with his daughter.
Yeah.
And he's holding her hand. They're walking down the street. She's young, like maybe 4 or 5 years old or something. And he's just got a gat in the back. He's walking down the street. I'm like, that's fucking sick.
He's just a bad motherfucker, bro.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Like,
he's cool.
The clips that you see on TikTok and
He's
Insta
so
of
cool,
him, about even when he's doing it, because he does stand-up comedy too.
He does. He's actually a funny cunt.
And it's just like, bro, like, you are the all-rounder, funniest kind of
Yeah,
man,
he's
man.
the type of person. I'd love to just like meet him, sit down, chill, have a cigar.
He'd be, yeah, exactly right. Have something to eat.
He'd be the best,
right?
man.
Have a cigar and an espresso with him,
Yeah.
and your year's done.
Oh,
right?
100%. That'll make my year, man.
Yeah,
That'll make my
man.
life.
But I don't think he's allowed to America, and we're not allowed to. Oh, I'm not allowed to America, so I'd probably have to do it on the video.
Yeah. Do it on Zoom call. Razos, when I rocked up today, this little man came out with a big smile and about the same amount of hair on his head as me. He's a cute little kid, man.
Yeah, man. You're talking about the mini-me, my spawn,
Yeah.
as we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's made life very different and very interesting.
I could imagine.
You know what I mean? So, like, me and my missus, we were trying for a long time to have a kid. And we obviously weren't successful. You know, just the way of life, I guess. Like,
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Our time wasn't up, our time wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, man. Then we had a big hiccup. Well, there's been a lot of since the last time we caught up. There's been a lot of life changing
a lot of things happening,
differences
yeah.
between the times that we've caught up.
Yeah.
Caught up.
Caught up.
Catch up.
the
Yeah,
same.
same shit. Whatever.
Yeah, there's no
Since
English,
the last time
there's
I
no
fucking
English
seen
name.
that,
Yeah,
you know?
that's it. Yeah, that's it. That'll do.
Like obviously, you know, like with the passing of my mum and stuff like that, that smashed me fucking dramatically. And yeah, and then obviously after I think it was 11 months after she passed,
Yeah.
it was you know, I call it a gift. Like
Yeah,
it was
for
gifted
sure.
to us.
Definitely was.
And yeah, man, and fucking every day's just been the funniest. Like, bro, he's 4 months and 1 week, right? And
Yeah.
you get those,
Yeah,
those
those people.
fucking wanker parents.
You know what you should do
They're
whenever people
107
ask?
weeks old. Like, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. And
You know what you should do? You should mess with people and just do it in days all the time, up until he's like 20 years old.
He's 23,000 days old. And fucking, but like, without knowing, you end
Yeah.
up being that parent.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Well, that's just the way it is.
And it's just like,
yeah.
it's just natural, yeah?
Yeah.
And then, like, we went and seen a midwife or whatever the fuck they're called. Those women that know it all and tell you,
They take a lot of money off you and probably don't do that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're better off just having an ex-wife.
Yeah.
And and then she's like, oh, you know, how old's our little Evan, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, back then, I'm like, oh, it was something like, it was 76 days or something. She's like, oh, wow. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm one of those dads. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, he's fucking 7. Like, fuck him. I'll guess his age. But yeah, man, like, just seeing him from, like, the first second he was born to me holding him to now.
Yeah.
It's like, before I got to the time that we're at right now, the 4 month mark,
Yeah.
it was just like, I felt like it went forever, yeah. But now that you look back on it, you're just like, bro, I blinked. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
you don't believe the cliche gay metaphors that everyone
Yeah.
says to you.
Yeah.
Until it happens, you're like,
Yeah.
wow, like you're like, man, like,
Yeah.
that's fucked up. And like, even like I was telling you before, like even when things happen to you in life,
Yeah.
right, that every other day would just be like shrug off the shoulder, like whatever, blah blah blah. Like you take things a lot more seriously now. Like I feel anyway. Like I was telling you, like we nearly had a big accident in our work truck, and
Yeah.
the first thing I thought of, like once we finished the shift, was like, fuck, there was a high chance I didn't see my son. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that was
yeah.
that would be the number one, like, fuck, like, do you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
the
there'd
thing,
be life ending for me, like, do you know what I mean?
100%,
And I
man.
was like, fuck that, man. But it's amazing how something that you haven't known for that long, you haven't met for that long, and how much love and how much you'll sacrifice for that one thing. And realistically, I've only I know he's my son and this and that, blah, 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 but you've only had that child in your life for 4 months. But you kill the world to make sure he smiles the next day.
Course,
you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
It's just funny how it works. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
I think you got to live through it to understand it. And then
for sure. That's
when
what
someone
everyone
says it to you, then you're like, fuck, no shit, now I know
Yeah,
what they're on about. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, man. But yeah, we just fucking love it, man. Just day in, day out. Just
That's
talking.
awesome, man. I know you were talking before. We were talking about your VN, which is sick, by the way.
Yeah.
And you were saying that, that's going to be Little Man's.
Yeah,
Put a big
yeah.
V8 in it.
Yeah,
That's cool as.
That's sitting there waiting for him. So if anyone's looking at me, looking over there, the car's there. I'm not being one of those emotional guys trying to hide my tears. So that car, like, originally I was just going to fucking flog it off. And then I'm like, nah, this was the one car that's been here. Like, I've got the VHSLE as well, yeah?
Yeah.
But
I can't wait for that thing to be done, by the way.
bro, that's my car, right?
Yeah.
Like, he is not touching that car.
Yeah. When he's 21, Dad, can I drive it? Nah.
Fuck off. Not happening. That's why you've got your own car, you little prick.
Yeah.
Like, this car's literally been the day he was born, the day he came home. This car's been here the whole time. So,
that's cool.
You know, like,
Yeah.
And I know it's got the whole gay sentimental.
No, that's good, bro.
but
That's
I'm
good.
like,
That's good.
This thing's been here from day one since he's been in the house, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be here till the day he wants to get rid of it. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, my whole plan is, my plan is to do this car up for him. Know that it's his, right? Because he'll be helping, doing whatever he needs to do.
Of course, when he's old
And
enough,
then
he'll
at
do
his
some work on
18th,
it.
throw the keys at him and be like, here you go.
cool.
And Mrs. goes, what happens if we have another kid? I don't give a fuck. This is the first one. The second one will find his own fucking car.
Yeah. The first one gets spoiled.
Yeah. And then the third
second one can have
good
the
luck.
chopper.
You can have the chopper.
Yeah.
But then Mrs. goes, what about the bike? Will you give him the bike? I'm like, no fucking chance.
No chance, huh?
We were talking about it last night, watching a movie. And she's just random fucking bitches on crack. And she goes, she's gonna punch the fuck out of him.
Bro, she's going to kill us both, man. You're putting my life in danger.
You're a lovely woman and I love you very much. She goes, what would you do if Evan came home with tattoos? I'm like, I'll punch the fuck out of him. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
That's
can't.
the thing. What do
Like,
you do?
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like,
the thing.
And she goes, then what happens if he came home with a bike? I'm like, look, he's going to be taught from a young age about motorbikes, dirt bikes, quad bikes.
Of course, yeah.
Because my in-laws have got a massive farm, yeah?
Yeah, that's
so.
awesome.
And my father-in-law, he's worse than me. He's dying to buy him a dirt bike, dying to buy him a quaddie, dying to buy him a ride-on lawnmower so they can both cut the grass at the same time.
That's
like,
cool, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
cool.
And because it's his first grandchild and the first grandchild is his grandson as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's just like living his life with my son.
Of
Like,
course,
he loves
yeah,
it.
of course.
Yeah? And it's grouse because like my stepdad, he's like a full blown off the fucking boat. Been here for 7 years, but still can't speak English. Like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, one of those.
He hasn't got the full relationship with my son. Like, do you know what I mean? Because like, for right now, the relationship for my stepdad and my son, it's too young. Like, there's nothing there. Like, do you know what I mean?
Of course.
The kid doesn't know how to cook spaghetti. He's got no
Yeah.
interest in it.
Yeah.
But with my father-in-law, because my father-in-law was a lot younger than my stepdad,
Yeah.
it's like it's almost as if it's his son still. Do you know what I mean? So he can still go do all the shit that he wants to do, like take him around the whole farm, walk him around the farm. Like you put him in the stroller the other day and walked him around the goats. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's
like,
cool. Yeah,
he
that's
loves
so
all
cool.
that sort of stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that he's right into it because
Yeah.
like my son hasn't got a grandparent. Like if my mum was still alive, right, the rest of her soul, like she'd be just as much as my
of course.
my father-in-law.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, she'd be coming in and knocking on the door. I'm taking your son. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? But unfortunately, she's not around for all that sort of stuff physically.
Yeah.
I believe she's here, the whole spiritually
of course she is.
side of
100%.
that sort of stuff. But it's just grouse watching him like do all this sort of shit. Like,
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it was 2 months old, and my father-in-law was cutting the grass on the ride-on lawnmower, and we rocked up because every Sunday we usually go there, do whatever, blah blah.
Yeah.
And we rock up. He goes, "Oh, give me the kid." I'm Oh, but you got a beer in one hand, steering wheel in the other. Just give it a kid, fucking that. Blah, blah. So gave him the little one, and he's just like just driving around the gravel, this and that. Turned the lawnmower a bit off so it wasn't so loud for him. Covered his ears, and he's now gone and bought him earmuffs so he can take him around the whole farm on a dirt bike and shit.
That's so cool.
So it's good because like he's right into hunting and fishing and camping, nice. So he can go do all that sort of shit with his grandfather. Because I'm more of a glamper.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you know,
I like a hotel. Like,
you know,
I don't
into
want to
like
dig
sleeping
my toilet.
in
I want to shit in a porcelain bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't have to dig my toilet in jail, I don't want to be digging one when I'm free to the world. Like,
that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
The shooting side of it I like, but the whole like I've fished twice. Oh shit! Didn't punch myself out. I fished twice and. Twice, I'm like, who the fuck likes this? Like,
it's hard, bro. It's hard.
But honestly, the first time I was excited. I'm like, fuck, I'm fishing. We're doing this.
Were you out on the boat or were you just at the pier?
Nah, just on the pier.
Yeah,
right. Never in my life will I get in a boat ever.
You can't do it. Can't do a boat.
I can't do a boat. If I'm in charge, no stress.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm the captain, no stress.
Yeah, fair enough.
If any one of my mates are in charge of that boat, there's no fucking way I'm not getting on that fucking thing. One of my best mates, Adam, he's got a boat, he's got this, he's got that, blah, blah, blah. He's always said, he goes, come on a boat with me. I go, you're fucking dreaming, bro. Yeah. He goes, come on a boat. I go, bro, there's more chance of the Pope turning Muslim than me fucking coming on this boat, bro. I go, I'm fucking telling you right now. Anyway. But I enjoy it. I just don't like getting on the boat.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you want to clean the boat, do shit. I'll do that shit. I love it. Yeah, but
like a yacht party on a yacht's a bit different.
Yeah, but it's a building on the water. So I feel like if I stand on one corner of the yacht, it's not going to fucking.
No, of course. Where boats do, man.
I've seen too many cartoons where you stand on the corner and the car just flips around.
Yeah,
I'm doing it, bro.
Physics, bro. Physics.
You can't lie with the science.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then one day, bro, because he's got a doctor at fucking Werribee. And he goes to me, we'll go to the boat. He goes, I just got to do some bits and pieces. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Anyway, we went. He goes, fuck, I've got to take the boat out. I go, good on ya. Have fun. I'll wait in the car.
Yeah.
He goes, bro, get in the fucking boat. I go, bro, you're fucking dreaming. I'm not getting on this boat. He goes, bro, you have to come. I need someone to look behind while we're going. He goes, made up this fucking air raid, right?
That's smart.
And he's like, you can't leave. I can't go by myself because if I get stuck out there, I've got no one to fucking call.
Yeah.
Me like a fucking idiot. Don't think, well, if you're out there and I'm over here, I can come. So I'm like, it makes sense. I'll both of us go there. Get stuck. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, he's just playing games. I got on the boat, worked up the balls to get on the actual boat.
Yeah.
And he's got a decent boat,
Yeah.
So when I stood on it, it didn't really move that much.
Yeah,
but in my head, I felt like we're doing one of these.
That's what it does. It does feel like that.
Waves,
yeah.
Anyway, we go out. Fucking, I'm like, fuck this cunt cursing. I'm like, motherfucker, boa. And he's got like a bit where you can go under the boat. I'm like, bro, I'm going under. He goes, bro, don't go under because that's where you're going to get the most sick.
Yeah.
I go, bro, I'd rather be throwing up than see the wave that kills me, bro. I go, no fucking chance.
How rough was it, man?
No, it was glass.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like if we had jet skis, we could hit 110. No
yeah.
But I was still panicking. And then I go, bro, that's enough. Like, cut the shit. Let's go back. He goes, bro, cut the shit. Seriously.
You're like,
go back because I'm starting to freak out here. He goes, all right, sorry. And he sent me buckling, so I went back. In my head, I'm like, step. Simple.
Yeah.
I do it every day of my life.
Yeah.
When it came to the motion, because the boat kept moving every time I stepped towards it, I go, bro, I can't get out of the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't get out the boat.
You're like, this is my home now.
I am on with this boat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, feed me and drink from me. Yeah. Right? And obviously, I'm not the most petite of blokes. I've got a plump fucking physique, right? I don't know if you can tell from that camera.
Yeah.
Right? But I was just like, bro, I can't get out. He goes, what? I go, but I feel like no matter how quick I am, the waves are going to beat me. I want to flip this cunt out. And my biggest fear of my life has always been, like, I used to do security at the front of a lumber on the boat, yeah?
Yeah.
My biggest fear, even back then, even though there's a bridge, right? But there's no bridge on my mate's boat, but on these party boats, and these party boats don't move anyway.
Yeah.
Even though there's a bridge, my biggest fear in my whole life was me dropping in that gap between the boat and the pier.
Yeah.
Now, on that big boat, you got the ramp, so you're all right. Whether the ramp moves a little bit here and there, you got
It's still fun.
It's still sweet.
Yeah.
The little boat's got no fucking ramp.
No, you have
There's
to
a
you have
gap,
to make your way
right?
out. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have to make sure you're clear.
Yeah.
So the first time I went, I got the balls. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to go up. Bang, bang, bang. I'm out of the boat. Yeah. Went, foot on the side of the boat. The boat went a little bit, but not much, but it felt like it flipped, right?
Yeah.
Went, and that gap became huge. That gap was like the Grand Canyon for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't, my bravest just couldn't tell my left leg
You're like,
to
"Fucking
just
happen."
get up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
My mate's like, bro, get the fuck up. I went, this is your fault. I told you I never to get on the boat, right?
How long were you stuck on the boat for? It wasn't even.
Oh, about 25, 30 minutes. Like, to the point where he's like, Raz, get the fuck off my boat. Well, you fuck cocksucker, what am I on now?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
know? And then anyway, I worked it out, got out safely, which is
Yeah.
good. But even if I did fall in, it would have been fucking, like, extremely funny. But I probably would have never gone on.
It's
in
a
the water.
phobia, bro. Like being in the like. For, you know what? For me, like I don't mind being in boats and stuff. It's fine. Like I've been in heaps of boats, whatever.
Yeah.
But falling in the water next to a boat scares me for some reason. I don't know why.
Because
I just don't know why.
I feel like if we're there on the boat, and this is my logic, right? We're too deep to be swimming, right? This is my
because that's
theory,
why you're on
right?
a boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it makes sense.
Now, when you're in water that's too deep to be swimming in, there's creatures there that are unknown,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
sharks.
Yeah,
Right.
Sharks scare the shit out of me.
Bro, you know what scares the cunt out of me? Sharks do too. Don't get me wrong.
Stingrays get me, bro.
Bro, that little motherfucker that killed fucking Luke Irwin. No,
Yeah.
Steve Irwin. Sorry,
Yeah.
Luke Irwin's another fuckwit on YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's that.
Yeah, that tall, dopey looking fuck, right? That little cunt that killed Steve Irwin has never been found,
Yeah.
right? So I can guarantee you, they all talk together like little fishes do, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, I'll fuck this cunt up. And they all know that they can fuck us up, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm paranoid I'll get stung by a stingray.
Yeah,
The worst thing I've ever been fucking paranoid on is when I was on the jet ski. And mind you, I've got no problem on a jet ski, yeah?
yeah. I was gonna say because you got a jet ski, you go out in the ski.
No problem. I'll go in
Yeah.
the middle of the fucking Bass Strait as long as the waves aren't too fucking
Yeah,
big,
yeah, nice.
But when you get out of the heads at Riva at St Kilda,
Mm.
right? I never jerry, and we used to fucking flip around the fucking waves there and the boat and around the piers and shit to piss off the lifeguard cunts. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's on this side of the post you can't do it. On that side of the post you can.
Yeah.
So we used to do like little jumps and mudders
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
and they can't do shit.
And they can't do shit.
Yeah, yeah.
One day I fell in, right? And I was just like, you fucking idiot, right? Whatever. Because I was so close to the shore, I wasn't paranoid.
You don't
Like, I
really
wasn't
care.
worried, yeah?
Yeah,
But when I went under, because I only had my life vest on, I didn't have it zipped up,
Mm.
right? Rookie mistake. So when I fell in the water, I fell in and my vest came off, right?
Oh, no.
But whatever, I can swim. If not,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
float.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's enough air in me. Right? But as I'm coming back up, and I wasn't that far down under the water line, as I'm coming back up, I'm like jellyfish. I'm like, oh. But I had to go through a school of jellyfish to get to the jet ski.
Oh no.
And I'm just quivering now. I'm swimming through them, and they're touching me. I'm like, my God. Oh, this is
Some of them can like
Bro, if they get you, you're
destroy
fucked,
you,
yeah?
man. Yeah.
Bro, I got onto the step of the jet ski, put my knee up, grabbed it, picked myself up. As I think the cunt got me on the back of the foot, right?
Oh shit.
Bro, I felt like I got shot by fucking the biggest AK-47 bullet in the world, yeah?
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, I've laid back on the fucking thing. And just by chance, thank God, I had to piss,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, does it work with your own piss? So, but I'm sitting
Yeah,
like
it does, doesn't
like
it?
a retard. Yeah, it just works with piss.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a retard on the jet ski with my foot hooked up,
Hmm.
right? And trying to piss on my own foot, yeah? And I pissed all over the jet ski. And I ended up getting my own foot as well, which is good.
Yeah.
And it still hurt. I'm like, this is a fucking lie. This is
Yeah.
bullshit. After 10 minutes, it went away. Yeah, but I think the adrenaline was helping
Yeah,
too.
of course.
My problem was my vest came off with the key attached to it. And it was gone. But I had the spare key, the beginner's key, because
Yeah.
the jet skis come with two keys, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's still quick enough to get you wherever you need to get to out of trouble.
Yeah.
So clicked it in, whatever. So now I was hunting for my vest, right? Coast Guard on my right, like watching me, right?
Yeah.
Riding with no vest on.
Yeah,
and
he
they're
was-
just like, we're waiting for this fucking fat idiot to come back, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I found the vest fucking 2 minutes later for like fucking heaps down. Right, put the vest on, zipped it up, came back in. As I'm coming back in, boom, they pulled me up.
Yeah.
I said, listen, pull me up, but pull me up inside. Get me away. I don't want to sit here. He's like, why not? I go, because I fell in here. I just got fucking zapped by the fucking fish. Okay, at least if I fall off in there, there's no jellyfish where the river is.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so he's like, all right, whatever. So we went in there, yada, yada. He goes, mate, what'd you do wrong? I was being a fucking smart ass and I lost my fucking vest.
Yeah.
He's like, why wasn't it zipped up? I go, bro, it was. It just came off from under me. He goes, mate, we're watching it the whole time. He goes, you rode without a vest. I go, if I rode without a vest, I wouldn't be able to get my vest. I go, what do you want me to do? Swim with the jellyfish, you fuckwit?
Yeah.
Right? He goes, mate, I don't give a fuck. Bang, slap me. $440.
Is that what the fine was?
And 3 points.
Yeah, but that's 3 points across everything. Yeah, that's
Bro.
even on your car license. Yeah.
So if you lose your car license, have a listen.
Yeah.
This fucking stupid
Yeah.
thing that Vic Rhodes decided was a smart idea. You lose your car license, you lose your motorbike license, you lose every license you have except for your boat license, right? If you lose your boat license, you lose your car, your bike, your truck,
Yeah,
everything.
That's stupid.
I'm like, what? If we're only on water, it should only affect us on the water.
Yeah,
True?
it's not fucking Waterworld with Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
got fucking water rats on the
Yeah,
background
yeah,
trying to fuck
yeah.
us over. Well, I was like, fucking hell, but yeah, now I sold the skis,
Yeah.
committed to never go on a boat again. I do want to
it,
buy
you
one
know.
of those wake boats, but like for the lake.
Yeah, that'd be cool. See, a lake's very different though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
prefer
uniform.
lake.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, because like,
It's only piranhas you got to worry about.
yeah, maybe a crocodile.
Yeah.
Like jellyfish
Fuck.
and
Forgot about
fucking
crocodiles.
yeah. But I think it's gonna be like in Western Australia or some
Yeah.
shit or some fucking far out Australian suburb country
Where
town.
Luke Irwin is.
Yeah. Where Luke Irwin is
Yeah,
on Steve.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what's been happening with like Badman and everything. How's it all gone?
Yeah, that's a good one actually.
Us, mate. You sweet for us, mate.
Good question, Joe. What's going on with Badman?
So
The clothing and all
Badman,
Do you want a cigar, by the way, or are you alright?
I'm not for a cigarette for now. We'll have a cigar in a second.
Yeah, I can't have one, but
Fuck's sake, Joe, you're gonna have one.
Oh, I'll be sending it.
Joe, yeah, we'll swap. You come here, smoke a cigar. I'll stand over there.
So we had a bit of yeah. I'll tell you the two stories. There's two stories to this. Yeah. One, when I started Badman, my mum had a massive thing to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the only one that backed me. She was the only one that supported me. She was the only one that always said, like, this is going to do well as long as you stick to it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah.
So when she passed away, not that I despised it or not that I looked at it like, you know, we started it so I don't want to continue it. I just, like, when my mum passed away, it fucked a lot of things up for me. Sorry, that sounded really wrong. Like, not fucked it, like, it put me in bed,
Of course.
right?
Of course.
It put me in a depression.
It would with anyone, bro. Like that's, you know.
It put me in a different world where I thought I was all right, and I thought, nah, I'm sweet. I'm just a little bit upset, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this put me in a world where I didn't know, and I was shutting everything down. I shut Badman down. Harley Escorts was shut down for a little bit. I shut my friends down. I shut my family down. I shut my wife down. And I thought I was all right. I'm just in bed. I'll just leave me alone, like sort of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And then when we started, like, realising what was going on, and I realised that my state of mind wasn't in the right place, I started talking a bit, like, you know, with a couple of my best mates and that.
Good,
Never got
yeah.
professional advice, probably
Yeah.
a lot better than what these fuckers are saying, but...
I'm sure they would have helped.
No,
though.
they
Yeah,
did.
of course.
They helped me. They helped me more than that. What they would know, because they didn't know exactly what was going on in the background with me anyway. But I was telling them slight bits. You know, I'm not in the right space today, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's going on?" I'll be like, "I'm thinking about mum and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And they just talk shit and have a laugh. And just doing that helped me more than what, you know, someone was saying, like, tell me about your day or tell me about your problems.
Yeah, of course.
You know what
Of
I mean?
course.
So when I went to kick off Badman again,
Yeah.
little behold, the ATO was in the background, just waiting. And then the ATO come and they done a full ensemble, and they slapped me with saying, you haven't paid your bus in like fucking 3 years. I'm like, what? I'm like, brother, it's been paid. Shut your fucking mouth. Oh, 3 years. 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. Because it's been a while. It's been a couple of years since we've done our last pod.
Yeah, it has.
right?
Yeah.
And like in the last 3 years or so, I'm like, well, that's impossible. I've got everything to prove that I've paid my guy to pay you guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, we do a lot of cash stuff, right? So No. Make more
Fuck,
noise.
is there
you
someone
fuck.
fucking dying here? What's going on? What's this noise, bro? Sounds like there's a school shooting or something going on, bro.
You better fucking shit your pants, son. Shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ, that's loud, dude.
Okay,
Jesus.
You want my
That's all.
slipper? I'll throw the slipper at you. Shut up, you fucking bastard.
We'll just have to fix that, post edit.
Yeah, you should hear this kid in the background.
Yeah.
Your mother doesn't love you, that's why you're adopted.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so they decided to show their face when I was back in my my rhythm, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So I wasn't quite in my groove, but I was in my rhythm.
Yeah.
And they decided to come right at that time. And I said, listen, that money has been fucking given, right? And A, B, and C, I go, I do a lot of cash work, obviously, with Harley escorts and fucking everything else. I go, so I pay my tax agent in cash, and he pays it through his company, right? 'Cause I pay tax on that money anyway.
Yeah, of course.
I go, but I'd rather keep the money that's in my bank and then use my cash. Yeah, no stress, whatever, blah, blah. The whole reason we're auditing you, and the whole reason why we've ordered another 9 people from your tax agent, is because your tax agent hasn't paid anyone's basses
Oh, shit.
in 3 years. I go, beautiful. It's not ideal, but
Yeah, it's not your problem.
at least you two have jerried,
Yeah,
right?
you just know.
And I was speaking to a guy and a girl. You two know what's going on, so
Yeah, it shouldn't be your problem.
there's some issue. She's like, well, you have paid it by what you're saying. She's like, to your guy. She's like, but your guy hasn't paid us. She's like, so we haven't been paid.
Yeah.
So obviously with the background that I've got of the whole, ex-bike world and fucking the whole fucking gangsters paradise bullshit, right?
Yeah.
I felt like I was getting fucking stood over.
Yeah.
I'm like, hang on a second. Okay, if you fucking know the issue, you know what's going on, why am I fucking paying this bill if you know I've already paid this fuckwit? You're the ones that come to me.
Yeah.
Right, saying that you audited fucking 7 or 8 other blokes of this guy. No, blah, blah, blah. I go, no. I'm not fucking paying nothing, right? But because it was already in my account, right, and I had all my savings left in one of my accounts, they froze that account and they took it out. And that was all my Badman account. So I owed money to the guy that I had done the screen printing with.
Yeah.
I owed money fucking to another guy that I'd done fucking hats with, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hang on, you've just taken all that money that I've made, that I've paid already, and you're just taking it like that. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we can because we haven't been paid. Okay, then let me pay you off on a fucking payment plan. It's like, because you have more there, right, and you can still have 20% of what's left in that account,
They won't let you do a payment plan.
they won't even do a payment plan.
Yeah.
Right? And I said, okay. I go, my expenses to live, to be alive, are $10,000 a month. Right? You left me with 25. I go, you've left me for 2.5 months worth of living. Then what the fuck am I meant to do after that?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you're going to still be working. I'm like, yeah, that defeats the purpose of why I saved all my money. I like to leave it there so I don't have to stress about it. If I want to take a week off, I'll take a week off. If I want to take a month off, I'll take a month off.
Yeah.
Right now, you crippled me. You pretty much bankrupt me now.
Yeah.
I'm like, but because I'm not a piece of shit, I won't go bankrupt, right? And not a piece. I shouldn't say a piece of shit, because I still want to pay the guys that I owe the money to because it's fucking it's fair, right?
Yeah.
I have to. So now I'm still in that process of collecting all the money where I can to pay them off, right? So we can restart again. And then we're not far off. Like, we're only a couple of weeks away. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll start to boom off again. But I said to him, I go, why haven't you come earlier if that was the case? Why'd you let it go for another 2 rounds of bass? Right? He's like, oh, well, we did get everyone else. He's like, but we've seen everything that you were going through, so we thought we'd let you calm down. I go, so let me get over the depression, then put me back in depression. I go, you fucking legit? Look, I know Australian government, this, that, blah, 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 but they don't help in any fucking way, right?
They don't help
They
anyone.
don't do nothing. Like, all right, we pay all our taxes, we pay all our fucking rates, we pay this, we pay that, blah, blah, blah. But our roads are still fucked.
Yeah.
You know? Our fucking health system's cooked. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
They don't do you any favours. That's
there's no favours from you taking all that fucking money. You know what I mean? You want to fucking favour me? Let me keep that money and pay my house off. Like, do you know what I mean? If you really want to fucking help the community and help the fucking people of this country. But fuck you, you're not doing none of that.
Yeah.
You're taking it for your own fucking pockets. But that's where Badman's at the moment. You know what I mean? So Badman's hopefully the next couple of weeks going to be fucking up and booming again.
Yeah.
Like all new ACNs, new everything, we deregistered and re-registered again.
Yeah, nice.
Just to clear the fucking name, because I don't ever want that shit to come back up again. Like,
of course not.
You know what I mean? And the best thing about the whole thing, the guy that our accountant that we all had done a runner and fucking legged it back to India. So we can't fucking find him, and we can't. Good luck trying to find him in fucking Mumbai, mate.
Yeah, there's a few people there you won't be.
They
able
all look alike.
Yeah,
they're all washing their asses in that river like it's nothing. So it's fucking done my head in. So it's shit because, like I said, I got stamped by him and I got stamped by them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it fucking ODs me. But I'm just like, it's a life lesson. I thought I could trust him. I thought I could trust. And being a Greek and being a wog, like, we don't trust no cunt with money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so the fact that I trusted him, like, showing that I had a lot of trust in him, and he ripped me and he burnt me. So now I've got this thing, like, with money, like, it's, I'll get an invoice from somewhere, right? And I'll triple, quadruple, 100 times check it, right? Then when I pay it, always receipt.
Yeah,
like, you know how you do the old cash, like, you know how much for cash? But I don't want cash no more.
No.
I want a
You
paper
everything on the
trail
books.
to show if anything's to happen like that from fucking again.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck you, I paid, right? Because if I had a paper trail to show that I paid this cunt, I would have been left alone. Because I had no paper trail, I only had cash, it fucking stuck it up my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you would have had to get a receipt off him. Well,
Or the handwritten receipts
Yeah.
weren't valid because I could have written it, they reckon. So I was like, well,
that's the case, but you can make a receipt easily online anyway, like make a digital receipt anyway.
Well, I just said, I go, give me 20 minutes. I'll be back with 150 fucking receipts if you want.
Exactly right. Yeah,
But obviously they are what they are and they get what they want. Like at that point, bro, I hated these motherfuckers. I still hate them, right? But I really hated these fucks, yeah? And this is when like the whole COVID was fucking pumping and fucking this and that, blah, blah, blah. So we had even more restrictions and laws and, you know, fucking unforeseen laws. Like you couldn't walk past your fucking letterbox after, what was it, 9 o'clock or some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
get
Like,
arrested and
fucking stupidity.
sent to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, we're doing the old Instagram stories like, whoop, you know, the foot over the line, like, oh, I'm going to do it. Like,
I remember that.
901, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I really, 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 really hated the government then. I'm just like, man, you cunts are just a legalised, like, mafia.
100%.
That's all you are.
Yeah, for sure.
You were lucky in the fucking 70s, the 60s, the 50s, whatever the fuck it was when this all became a regime.
Yeah.
Right? You were lucky enough to be legalised because you're all a bunch of fucking crooks. Okay, and you little fucking coppers, you're all standover men, you're the muscle. Okay, and I was categorising everyone to these guys. I was just spinning my lawyers like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, nah, fuck these guys. Like, they need to be fucking told, bro. Like, you know, from the bottom to the top, you're all fucking just legalised thugs, bro. That's all you are. Because if you don't pay her, you kidnap me and put me in jail. Do you know what I mean? If you owe me 50 grand and I fucking put you in the back of my Ford, my Ford Ranger, and lock you up in a fucking jail cell that I build in my fucking garage until you pay me that money, what's that? Kidnapping.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Then it's fucking extortion, and then it's this and that. It's a fucking difference. Like, because you got a blue fucking uniform on. I'll buy a blue shirt and fucking blue slacks and be called...
Yeah.
Like,
You look good in blue shirt and blue slacks, I reckon.
I don't know about me, mate. I'll be good. I'm a chameleon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was like, fuck all this, fuck all that. And then after a while, I was just like, you know what? Saying fuck this and fuck that gets you absolutely nowhere in this world anymore. So
it doesn't, unfortunately.
And even when you put it on social media, fucking they delete you for talking too much shit and too much truth. And
Yeah, about that, bro. You've lost a few social media accounts. Right?
yeah, man.
I remember you were trying to get one back recently, like not long ago.
So
you messaged me about it.
I tried to get back the 30,000 follower account.
Yeah.
Because I made a lot of money off that.
Yeah.
Right. And when I say money, I didn't make. And there's a topic I want to touch on too, like people that make money from social media. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they charge people to post.
Like, I don't know how you make money. Like, people were like, oh, you made a lot of money from that account. I'm like, I made a lot of money from that account because I post something about Badman.
Yeah,
right? And then that night I have like fucking 10 grand in sales.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting paid by Instagram. Right?
Yeah, no
and
one
how
gets
the
paid
fuck
by
do
Instagram.
people get paid by Instagram? Like, I know TikTok's a different game. Like,
Yeah, I don't think they get paid by Instagram. They get paid by people wanting to post for them. So like they charge you. I get people message my cigar page. They're like, oh, we want, you can advertise your cigar on that page. It's like $200 a post. And then you got fake followers and fake comments. I'm like, fuck.
Suck my dick to these fucks.
That's
yeah?
ridiculous.
I won't name the name because it's a fairly well-known name, right? And I got a message on Lux saying, "Hey, bro, we really want to use your cars and your bikes." Done, brother. Like, I'll never knock back a job,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I'm like, sweet. I sent all my rates, right? Like, this is for the G-Wagons, this is for the Rolls, this is for the bikes, this is for this is for that, whatever. Extra for Burnouts, extra for fucking certain kilometres out of Melbourne, yada. It's like, we're thinking about doing a collaboration. Go with who? It's like, with us. Go, bro, no offence, who are you? Like, I know who you are. Don't get me wrong, I see it all over social media. But who are you? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's like, we're thinking about you just doing, like, our wedding, right? And we promote you. I'm like, well, no. That doesn't pay my bills. And, like, look, I'm not arrogant. Yeah? Like, I know what cross-promoting is.
Yeah, of course.
Right? But at the
You know
same
the
time,
power of it.
if you, like, I know the power, big time of it. But when you're trying to run a business that I'm not coming to you. I'm not saying, Andy, I'll do your wedding for free. Just promote me on your page. That's a different story, right? Because that's me trying to get my page out there.
Yeah, of course.
My page is already out there. I don't need, touch wood. I don't need extra help with that.
Yeah.
Where it's, if it was for 2 bikes, I probably would have done it. Like, yeah, sweet, man. Me and one of the boys will come. It won't cost me anything. It'll cost me $150 to pay this cunt, and that's it, yeah? When you're asking for Rolls Royce, 2 G-Wagons, right? 2 S-Class Mercedes-Benz, right? All of them have to have champagne in them, right? All of them have to have ribbons, right? Which is a standard for us, and red carpet, which is standard for us, right? And you're giving me terms and conditions, right? And then you're telling me on top of it, everyone must be in a suit, including bike riders. So listen, brother, I don't know if you've ever ridden a bike.
Yeah.
A suit, definitely not happening.
Yeah,
right?
No.
And what our guys wear normally is jeans, black jeans, shoes, black shoes, all black with our company logo on the front and back of their t-shirt or jumper, yeah? That's what the rider's going to wear. The rider's not going to wear a fucking a shirt suit. Do you know what I mean?
Of course not.
They're not going to wear fucking slacks because you can't. Like,
No,
you still need to be able to move if
Yeah,
fucking
of
need to move, mate. You know what I mean? And it's not really safe because a lot of our guys are wearing Kevlar jeans. Like, do you know what I mean? So, no. It's like, oh, well, what can you do for us? Okay, I can give you 2 bikes, right? And the whole package that you wanted come to like 11 and a half grand.
Yeah, I was going to say, with the rolls and everything, that'd be expensive as.
Then he wanted a Rolls Royce, 2 Range Rovers, and an S-Class at the end of the night to pick him and his missus up, right? The fucking plastic fantastic cunt, all right? And I haven't said the name, so I can't get into trouble.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Wanted the 2 Range Rovers for the parents,
Yeah.
right? So her parents and his parents to be taken home, right? The S-Class and the what was it? The S-Class and the Range Rover to take the bridal party home, right? So, bro, that alone is like $4 grand, right? Because at the end of the night, like $250, $300 a transfer, right? Rolls Royce is $500 for the transfer. Even no matter what, even if it's from Lakeside to fucking Crown, like it's a 25-minute drive, bro. We're still coming at 12 o'clock at night with a fucking $500,000 car. You're paying $500 at least.
Of course, yeah.
I'm just like, no, bro. Like, I don't know what sort of world you're living in, but not happening, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, another company done it, right? And I know the owner of that company, and he's worse than me, this cunt. I go, bro, what the fuck? I go, don't tell me you accepted. He's like, nah, I gave it to him for half price. I go, half price. I go, I know if half price, you don't own the cars yet. Like, they're not fully yours 100%. You still got to pay.
So he'd still have to pay everyone else full price. He wouldn't make any money half price.
He paid all his drivers,
Yeah.
right, out of his own pocket. And 2 of the cars cost him where, like, he had to outlay his own pocket.
Yeah.
The cross-promotion after was actually that disgusting, right, that I sent him a message and I said, thank Christ I didn't fucking listen to your fucking garbage because I can't stand these influencers.
Yeah,
right?
well, they're like, use Lux, we'll say we'll use Lux Rentals and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Bullshit.
They done a post of him and her in front of the car, right, saying what a great day today was, perfect weather, blah, blah, blah. Talked their fucking wedding up, right? Had their car in the background, didn't mention their fucking company in the little write-up on the picture, right? Just tagged them as well as 5 million other people in the fucking post.
Of course, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you've ever seen someone tag, because you can only tag 20 people at a time, right?
Yeah, they put all tags. You can't see the tags.
You can't see the tag anyway, because you press on it, you can't even click on that tag.
Yeah, no,
because
you
there's
can't.
700 other people around it. Like, I'm like, mate, and I rang my mate. I go, you better be doing something about this, bro. And he goes, what do I want to do? He goes, I'm not going to go against what I said. He goes, but now I've learnt. I'm like, bro, I told you. Unfortunately, people in the same industry, they think that we're trying to tell them not to do something to not benefit them. My bro, if I didn't care, I wouldn't tell you. I'll let you get burnt.
Yeah.
But obviously now he's learnt. And I'm just like, man, and it's not the first time this has happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had other influencers, they want to do a shoot at the beach, like, you know, day out on the beach, and they want to be driven in the fucking Range Rover.
Yeah.
Right? Brother, you want me for fucking 5 hours so you can do content. You're paying me, bro. Like, yeah, like, driving your fucking fake titted ass around isn't going to fucking pay me, bro.
No,
like,
of course
you know,
not. Yeah.
If I was single, give me a fucking blowjob, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm fucking married and my missus will kick the fuck out of both of us.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so no, like, it's not happening. And like, and for anyone that is watching and you are one of those people, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because there's companies, like t-shirt things, like for Badman, whatever, man. Like, yeah, I'll send t-shirts and jumpers for free, whatever. It's not an outlay. Like, it's an outlay,
but it's not
but
that
it's
bad.
like $200.
Yeah.
Right, realistically, by the time it costs me and I send it to them.
Yeah.
And like, for them to buy it might be like $500, you know, with the markups and this and that.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. But when it comes to like things that are actually costing people money, right, don't take advantage of it. Don't take the piss. You're not fucking Mel Gibson. You're not John Cena. Like, you're not a celebrity, A-grade celebrity, for anyone to be like, oh, you know, Amanda from fucking, you know,
Taylor's Hill
used it. Oh, she got 18,000 followers. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, like that sort of shit, bro. It shits me to fucking tears where you're just like, oh, my luck, like, you just want to rip their heads off. But you get them everywhere, I guess. Like,
Social media is fucked these days, man.
bro, social media, everyone says it, but it's so true. Social media will make you think, right, like I'm the king of Greece.
Yeah.
You know, if I write that in my fucking bio.
Yeah.
And then you meet people, like I've met, how many blokes I've met that I thought, fuck, this guy's got this guy's got that. You meet them, they've got fucking nothing.
Yeah,
like,
no, she can't.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean, bro? You're struggling, you can't even come for dinner. What, you got no money? Like, bro, you're showing Rolexes, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're fucking showing every night. You're at fucking different nightclubs, different this, different that, but you're doing it hard, you know? You got from one side of your mouth to the other side of your mouth full of fucking veneers, right?
Yeah.
Fully fucking tattooed, this, that, blah, 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 and you still got no money. Like, don't play fake on social media and then in real life you're a pleb. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather look like a pleb on social media and be normal in real life.
100%, man.
You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, everything you do, you put on social media. I'm like, no, bro. Everything I want people to see that I'm doing goes on there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
same. Yeah.
Like, at the moment now, I flood my social medias with my son.
Of course.
Right? Because he's a cute little fuck.
As you should.
And whatever,
Should be proud, 100%.
My bikes and my cars.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, when we go to events, like, you know, like meat stock's coming up, like, we will probably flood the fuck out of that because it's all about meat, shit that we love. Like, do you know what I mean?
What, meats? Like, we go there and eat meat?
You never been to meat stock?
No, bro.
Bro, you got to delay this thing on Thursday, bro.
No, I can't.
You have to delay another month, bro.
I can't delay gastric sleep.
You have never been to meat stock.
I've never been to. No, I can still eat. I'll just be able to have one piece of steak.
No. It does not work like this. Right? So, bro, last year, I can't believe it. Postpone it, please. I'll pay for the difference.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Bro, last
My
year,
missus will kill me, bro.
my first experience of meat stock was last year. Yeah, a very good friend of ours has a. He's gonna hate me for saying this now. What's the fuck? Like, where it's slow cooked.
Joe, you cook meat.
The smoker.
Smokers.
That's fine.
But it's like where it's like real tender and shit, whatever, blah, 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 yeah? So he owns it, like the briskets. Yeah. That's exactly the word I was looking for. As a fat bloke, I should really know this prior to...
we just eat, bro.
I don't give a fuck what venison
I don't know how to cook.
As long as it doesn't have a heartbeat while it's in my mouth, I'm all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he owns one of those slow cooker food vans, right?
Yeah, nice.
It's called Rick's Grill, right? But it's from South Australia. But if he lived in Melbourne, I'd be 10 times bigger. Like, I tell you that. I'd just be lining up at the front of his house trying to get food out of the van. Yeah, because the meat that he cooks is fucking amazing.
It would be
right?
amazing. Yeah.
So last year, he came from Adelaide to Melbourne for meat stock.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, do you want tickets to come?" Oh, whatever, we'll come. Like, what is it? Like a couple of cunts cook steaks, this and that. And it's at the Melbourne Showgrounds. It fills the whole Melbourne Showground up, right? And Melbourne Showgrounds is fucking huge,
Yeah,
right?
it's huge, yeah.
For anyone that's like Sydney, Queensland, it's massive. Now, we rocked up there. It was me and one of my best mates, Matty C, right? We rocked up, and that's when I was training for strongman comp.
Yeah.
And there's strongman competition there on the day too.
Yeah.
So we rocked up, and Matty's a big boy too, fully tattooed, like fucking, his forearm's bigger than my thigh, like it's massive, yeah. We rock up, and me being me, I can't sit in traffic. So I went around the whole queue, and I lined up.
Yeah.
Guy goes to me, "Are you here for the strongman comp?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, no, don't park here, park over here." I'm like, "Oh, sweet." So we went there. Even we had free tickets, like whatever, we'll see how far we can run with this, yeah? We'll park it up. This guy comes up to us, he's like, "Are you here for the strongman comp?" Like, yeah. He's like, "Oh, sweet, just go straight up there. See that security guard, I'll radio him and he'll let you straight through." I'm like, "Oh, man, thank you, brother." But, like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is the first time I've been looked at like an athlete.
Yeah.
And it's at a food event.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is the best
You're
day
like,
of my
this
life,
is-
right? And man, my mate Matty was dying. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like, I can't believe we can't think we're athletes. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Like him, yeah, because he's a big built like shit house,
Yeah.
built like a brick shit house. But I'm just still this fat cunt that's training. Like, who gives a fuck?
Fucking gold.
And bro, the security guard sees us and he's doing one of them, like, "Yeah, there's two boys straight in." Like, "Yeah, sweet." And we get there, goes, "Strongman comp." Like, "Yeah." It was the same guy that was in the car park, like, the first time we drove in. He's like, "Oh, come straight through." Bro, opens the door to the whole venue and we walk straight into the main event. I'm like, this is fucking sick.
That's fucking mad.
And we kept walking past the stage, yeah? And he's like, he goes, "Boys," I go, "Yeah, we just got to get food first and we're coming back." He's like, "Oh, yeah, done, no worries." The whole joint was sold out. You couldn't get a ticket for this place anymore. Even though we had 2 free tickets, we got in that by them thinking we were fucking strongmen. Anyway, bro, we were walking around. The whole showgrounds just smells like a massive barbecue.
Yeah.
There's over 300 vendors in there, right? So there's cunts that are selling smokers. Like, if you're into it, like, you'd love it, right? Selling barrel smokers.
Yeah.
So, like, you can fit huge things in there, this and that. Then you got, like, other cunts selling rubs and the utensils and this and that.
Yeah.
And then you got Meat Alley, right? Which is like nice meats and steaks and this and that, like for the yuppies, yeah? They love all that sort of shit. Bro, then you got Meat Road, right? Bro, this thing has
That's for us.
vans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vans on either side. And you don't, like, you don't know where to go because you're just like, like, you're like a cocaine addict. You're just sniffing the air, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is amazing. Anyway, bro, we just said, fuck it. We're going to start at 1 and just bounce,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
We got to the 3rd and we're like,
Full.
we're fucked. Like, full, bro, full. Yeah.
When's this?
End of March, I think. Start of April. Right? I'm telling you, postpone, bro. We'll pay for
I'm
it.
going to be on liquids and shit. Oh,
How long after? Oh, you won't eat full solid food for ages, but after this.
2-3 months, bro.
It kills me, bro. But anyway, we hadn't even got to my mate's caravan yet.
You already full?
And we're fucking to the brim, bro. Like, we can't eat no more. Like, I stopped eating bread, chips, this and that. I just started eating meat only, just so I had room for everything. But I got to my mate's shop, we just said, fuck it. Fuck all the ones in the middle, we'll just go straight there, because he was at the end. Got there, this cunt pulls out briskets, ribs, it's like burger patties, bro, steaks, this, that, like, oh. My cuz, I can't eat this. He's like, shut the fuck up and eat it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, rude not to fucking eat it. So we ate it.
Yeah.
Smashed it, yeah, between me and my mate.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, bro, our stomachs had expanded so far out, we
Yeah.
couldn't walk.
You would have been tired
Right?
too, huh?
Wrecked. So we sat there, and it was hot too, so we're just sitting in the sun with like 2 fat fucks, just, like 2 pigs just being satisfied, yeah? Anyway, we hear the strongman competition being fucking held on the radio saying it's coming up, whatever, blah, blah. So I said, fuck it, we'll go get a couple of bottles of water and we'll sit there and just drone out the rest of the arvo there, yeah? We got there, the security guards that fucking let us in are standing at the front. So, boys, what is he doing? Like, no, we're going in now. So you're not even competing, are you? So, like, no. Like, you guys kept telling us, he's like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, he's like, you know what? You can stay. Like, good idea. You tricked the whole system.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was dying. And I go to my mate this year, I go, let's just do the same thing to see if we win.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll tell you now. He goes, all those guards would have told everyone, watch out for these two cunts.
Yeah.
Right, just going to come in to get food.
Yeah.
But it was fucking sick. But this joint, like, I'm frothing this year. Like, we went and bought tickets to make sure we can get in.
Yeah.
Because I'm never missing a year again. Like,
Yeah.
bro, trust me. When you can go back to normal food, we're going.
All right. So 2027.
Yeah. Well,
How can't you go, Andy?
So what's 2023 going to bring you, Raz? What do you reckon? What's the goals? When you get to the end of 2023, what do you want to be like? All right, I accomplished this, that. I mean, Little Man was a big thing, obviously, which is great.
yeah. So Little Man is obviously one of, I want to make sure he's walking by the end of this year.
Yeah.
One of his parents is, you got to learn how to read, write, and walk all by one. Like,
Yeah. Get a job at
or you're
6.
out, yeah. 2 years old, you're working for the family business.
Yeah.
So by the end of 2023, he do all those vision boards and shit.
Yeah.
The first person I ever seen do a vision board was Troy Candy, right? And I thought to myself, what a fucking gay cunt, right? Then I done it. Right? Like, this isn't that bad, right?
Yeah.
So
It's good.
he done a good inspiration,
Yeah.
for other people to do the same thing. So my 2023 board's got to fuck off construct as a security blanket, because I use that job. If anyone doesn't know what construct is, it's a traffic management company that I work for. I use that as a security blanket, right, for just in case, right? And I've been doing that for too long now, where I know I can fuck that joint off and financially still be fine. You know what I mean? So that's one of the vision board on the vision board to get rid of that, right? Yeah. To bring Badman back at full speed.
Yep.
To bring Lux back up to what it was doing, but with cars. And my aim is by the end of this year to have the Bentley and the Rolls Royce in my own personal fleet to use.
Yeah, nice.
Instead of borrowing others.
Yeah. And that'll maximise your profits a lot too if it's your own.
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. So instead of just getting $500 out of a job or $300 out of a job, you're claiming $1,200, $1,400 out of the job, and you can pay your cars off quicker. In turn, when they're paid off, they're 100% profit. After that.
Yeah.
And then one of my big things that I have so I go on 5-year lots, right, as well as yearly. But one of my major things is by 2025, I want to be having my own sort of restaurant.
Oh, wow. That'd be
So
cool.
I want to specialise. I know there's a lot of meat joints and blah, blah, blah. But I want to purely specialise in specialised aged meat.
Cool.
Smoked. And I've got a lot of good mates, and like I mentioned before, Adam, one of my best mates is Muslim. So I want to be able to have it as a full halal menu.
Yeah, nice.
So there's nothing on there that they can't eat.
Yeah,
Make sure
good.
there's no red wine, Jews, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But by 2025, I want to have that popping and booming.
Yep.
And being known as one of one of the main meat joints to go to, the old Steer, Squire's Loft, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
where
be up there
people
with
know
those
that's the meat joints. I want to be up there above them. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome, man. That's good. It's good.
And I think with the layout and the set out that I've got in my head and the connections that I've got, I think it can work out really, really well.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed and touch wood.
Yeah.
But another thing, by the end of this year, I want to get up and running our own events. So I want to start doing hard trance, dirty trance.
Oh, cool.
And look, it's obviously events are always going to be around, right? But the way some of them are run is a fucking shamble.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? It's
100%.
2 hours to get to a venue, right? Or if you're doing bush doofs, they're in the fucking middle of nowhere and you're going to spend 4 days there because you've got no choice. Right?
Yeah.
So I want to make ours a little bit different, and I want to be able to obviously offer an experience different to what everyone else. And I've got huge ideas.
Yeah.
That will cost a fair amount, but I think the return in after the first show is done, the return to the second, third, a continuation of those shows will bring the benefits back into it. You know what I mean? So, like, I wish I could say, but I don't want anyone else to get the leg on it and then come up with it.
So you can tell me off camera.
Off camera, it's already been told.
Yeah. Off camera, we can talk.
Yeah.
And
and then yeah, man. That's my 2023 to 2025 goals are all business. Because by then. Yeah, by 2025, I'll be 36.
Yeah.
And that's where I want all my businesses to be up, running, booming with the restaurant, with all that sort of stuff.
Nice.
Then by 2029, I'll be 40, and that's when I want to fully retire. So when I say fully retire...
Yeah, you'll still be running the restaurants.
I'll still be running, but I don't want to be full-time into it. Do you know what I mean? I want them to run themselves. Which, like, people say, oh, bro... My dad run businesses and he's 70 years old. Yeah, but he's in semi-retirement. I want to be semi-retired.
Yeah, I get you.
Right?
Yeah. You're not like going to be driving a caravan around.
Nah.
Like you're actually still going to be working.
I'll still be working, but it's just like I want to have my family time. You know, and that's where my son is more important than my businesses. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And I think it shows, for me, I think it shows to my kids, if I can have the life that I've had previously... Right, and to find all the previous stuff out, look at the first podcast and then watch this. Right, if I can have my life how it was previously to what it is, to what it was when we done our first podcast, to from our first podcast to this podcast, and how much life has changed, and then still at 40 retire, semi-retire. I think it shows that the up and coming kids, right, that. You don't need to be fucking rich overnight.
No, of course not.
You don't need to find a get-quick-rich scheme. Like, and unfortunately, you see it everywhere. And it's becoming to the point where it's just like, you want to grab some of these kids and you want to fucking slap them, right?
Yeah.
And so stop watching these unrealistic YouTube fucking gooses, right?
Yeah. And let's renting cars in Dubai.
Mate, it fucking gets me fucked, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know who's someone that I look up to, right? And then I'll sit there and everything he says, I take it in like a sponge, is Peter Try. Right?
Peter Try's a legend.
He's one bloke, right, that has lived a life, right, has been through things, has done things, right, has built his business, and now look at where he is, right?
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yeah,
right?
and he's so open about his failures. Like, it wasn't always...
I'll tell you now, I was more embarrassed of failures. I can't even speak fucking English. I don't know if fucking we put Scotch in this or not. I was petrified of my failures, right?
Yeah.
I was petrified for anybody to know about my failures, right? Until I started watching Peter Try. Then one day he put something up that slapped me in the face, right? And I was just like, man, that is fucked. Like, that is that fucked, it's that real. Like, do you know what I mean? And man, he's huge, yeah. Like, bro, he's got a blue tick naturally.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I know. That's so funny, by the way. You know, Shane Pace, like, he worked for like 5 years to get this blue tick.
Yeah.
He got it, and then a week later, Instagram's like, just pay us $25 a month, you can have it. It's the best.
Bro, we've got to move on to that. I know, like, we might be running out of time.
No,
we have to go to that.
We have to, bro. Yeah.
But he, so for anyone that doesn't know Peter Try is a 10 out of 10 bloke, right?
He's awesome, man.
He tells it as it is. There's no fucking sugarcoating. There's no fake shit.
Yeah.
He will tell you, you're a fuckwit, you're not a fuckwit, you know, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And he said something that was so on the, like, hitting the nail on the head that I just messaged him. And like I said, he's huge, yeah? Like, his nephews I've known since we were kids in the Northcote days and this and that.
Yeah.
But he's still a huge bloke. Like, he's pretty much a local celebrity, right?
Yeah, he is, 100%.
And like I said, he had the verified tick the natural way and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I sent him a message. I'm like, man, that is so fucking true. Like that hit home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, if he responded, he responded. If he didn't, he didn't. In my head, I'm like, this bloke gets a million messages today.
Yeah, he would.
Who the fuck's this King Razos dickhead to fucking even be replied to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even 3 minutes later, is like, always have your head up, legend. Always have your head up, legend. Take care of your businesses, right? Because it had to do with business.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Peter Try.
Yeah.
Peter, you got like 100 something,
done?
200,000 plus followers then or whatever. I don't know what he's on now.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're a verified person.
Yeah.
Right. You fucking wrote back to me like some little fucking.
And he makes obviously he makes bank. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's humble, man. I've met him a bunch of times.
Yeah, bro. And then we started talking, and he followed me back. I was like, "What the fuck? This guy's following me back. Well, this is even better." And then, man. Then we started talking and this and that. And then I watch everything that he posts, from his stories to his actual posts and this and that, and his reels. And I'm just like, man, your failures is what has made you, right? People that sit there and say failures is bad. Once you fail, you got to stand up and do this and do this and do this. Man, shut the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Failures is what has made me, right? I put up the other day my first ever business, right? It was NVR Customs, right? It was a panel shop. I didn't know nothing about panel shops. Didn't know nothing how to even paint, sand a car or a car part or a wheel or anything.
Yeah.
But I said, fuck it. I'm going to utilise what I have here. I'm going to try and make this work. I had two business partners. One was my old best mate, and one was a fucking panel beater that used to work on our cars and shit when we needed it.
Yeah.
He owned the business, he owned the factory and the bits and pieces, and he had the experience. So I said, you've got no money. You're constantly broke. Okay, let me come in as a partner. I'll renovate the fuck out of the shop, and I'll bring you business. You just have to focus on doing the work that you're signed to.
Yeah.
He goes, Raz, if you can do that, he goes, I'll be your fucking, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. Get on the knees and start sucking because it's going to work.
Yeah.
And we started pumping, right? Business, not him. We started business started moving. And this is the first business I ever had, yeah? So I wasn't confident on the business strategies and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Business started coming in. He started seeing money. My best mate at the time was like, why are we putting money back in? Why can't we take the profit? He didn't understand business. I'm like, bro, I've outlaid $80,000 into this tiny ass shop. This shop was no bigger than my garage, right? Now to spend $80,000 in here is huge, bro. It's airlines, it's pumps, it's fucking booth, it's this, it's that, blah, blah, blah. I said to him, you've come in on a free bat. I've allowed you to come in on a free bat. You didn't have to outlay any money. You're not risking any money. You're getting paid a wage, right? You're not getting paid the full profits because the profits need to go back in the business to pay for the shit that's being paid for. He couldn't understand it, my mate at the time, so he left. First 3 weeks, gone. 2 weeks, gone, right? So fuck him. I don't need him anyway, right?
Yeah.
The guy that owned the panel shop, the actual premises, started seeing money coming in real good. First time he's ever seen this sort of money.
Yeah.
It's like, Raz, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I'll love you forever. Okay, let's just keep moving. I want to hire another 2 blokes that can help you get the work done quicker, then we can start pumping it all out quickly. Go, sweet. Anyway, I'll never forget, Tuesday afternoon, close up the shop, or Tuesday night, close up the shop. We had 3 cars ready to be dropped off in the morning. I said to the panel beater, the partner, bro, can you come in at 6? I go, and leave early, early in the arvo, because I can't get here at 6, I've got shit to do. He goes, yeah, no worries. So at 7 o'clock, my phone's going crazy. What the fuck? The 3 cars that were dropping off, they're like, bro, no one's here. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, listen, just leave the keys in the fucking letterbox. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I got there, called him, no answer. What the fuck? Just unlocked this bloke. Never in my life will I involve someone's partner or missus or whatever. But I had to call her, be like, where the fuck is this bloke?
Yeah.
She didn't answer either. I'm like, fuck. Anyway, whatever. I opened up, got it, turned all the generators on, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So I turned the oven on to start getting everything ready. But 11 o'clock, still no one there. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm like, well, might as well turn everything off because today's a write-off.
Yeah.
Locked up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Message him saying, you fucking better be in tomorrow. The next morning I went in on a Wednesday, went to open the fucking door, my key didn't work. I'm like, what? Changed the locks on me. He calls me. He's like, I'm watching you on the camera. I'm like, oh, you're watching me on the camera, the fucking camera I paid for? You fucking son of a bitch. I go, what's wrong with my key? He goes, I changed the locks. I go, why? He's like, because I'm done. I go, you're done. I go, brother, open this fucking door before I smash your teeth in. I go, you've got 80 grand worth of equipment in there that's mine. You haven't fucking finished paying for it. Nah. I'm going out. I'm selling the shop. We're done. He made fucking 30 grand in his pocket and he thought that was... Yeah. you're rich, you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
I go, you fucking dumb or what, bro?
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, ended up failing because of me not knowing how to do the work. Because if I
Yeah.
knew how to do the work,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
cut the door off.
Yeah.
Right? But there's no point me smashing doors and breaking windows and this and that to get into start finishing the work because I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, of course.
So that was my failure and my mistake because I didn't know. I knew the business side and how to bring business in, but I didn't know how to perform the tasks that needed to be done in order for that business to keep continuing and succeeding.
Yeah.
But I learned from that. You know what I mean? And I learned from it that well that I know from now on I'll never enter anything if I physically can't do it.
Yeah, that's very smart.
With the restaurant.
Yeah.
I got a chef background, right? I can cook. So if my chef is not to come,
Yeah, you can jump
I
in there
can
and
jump
get it
in.
done. Yeah.
If my bartender decides not to come, I'm a bartender. Like my background, my main background is hospitality.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I've done it since I was fucking 12 years old, working at Yanni's Tavern in Kew.
Yes, you're good to
right?
go.
Like to now. You know what I mean? But it's just, I was just like, man. And then watching Peter try and the way he spoke about business and this and that, I'm just like, bro, you are what we need for young cunts to understand what is happening in life.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what
I
mean?
agree. We need more Peter tries, man.
Like,
That's
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Like, you
100%
need people that have failed to show these young idiots, right? And I call them idiots not to be rude, but they're idiots, right? Because they listen and they follow the wrong regime.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Honestly, they
doing
look
it
at
for
the
the
YouTubers.
for the wrong purpose.
Right?
for
Yeah.
them, yeah.
They look at the YouTubers, right? Oh, they're doing this and they're driving that and they're fucking blah, blah, blah. Brother, they're getting paid by YouTube to be a fuckwit.
Yeah.
Right? They're getting paid by YouTube, like all these pranksters. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. I'll watch it too, yeah?
Yeah.
But what do you want to be known as? Someone that's a fucking clown, right? And now that those YouTubes don't get watched anymore, they're struggling for money,
Yeah.
right? You want to be known as a clown, or do you want to be known as a Peter Try? This is the way I look at it, right? You want to be known as a Peter Try, where you're good at what you do, you're influential for the right reason. You're not influential because you fucking throw a pie at someone's face, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or you
Or
you
play
flash all
pranks.
your stuff and that.
Yeah,
He doesn't
like-
flash anything.
Bro, I didn't even know the bloke had a Lambo till he fucking posted up 3 years after he was on his social media.
Yeah.
Fuck, you see him driving his fucking van. If a guy has a company that has, 20 people working for him,
Yeah.
plus, like who knows now because
Yeah.
he's fucking everywhere at the moment, right? Can still be in there with a hairnet, even
Yeah.
though he's got no hair, right? And a beard net, and driving the van that has stuff in it to drop him off to fucking stores.
Yeah.
Bro, no one should ever in their life be fucking, I'm too good to work for my own company.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's one of those blokes that just says it how it is, shows you how it is.
Yeah.
Right? Now move on and tell me how you're going to do your life now. Like, do you know what I mean? And like these young people should be watching him. Like, should be sitting there in awe of what he's doing because, man,
100%.
I'm mid-aged and I'm in awe of what he's fucking doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so am
and
I.
like, and his son, right, his boy,
Yeah.
right. He's another Levendi. Like he's another good. Like he's a kid that watches what his dad does and learns from what his dad does.
Yeah.
Respectful. He's not a smart ass. Like, he's commented on a few things on the stupid shit that I do on Instagram and this and that. He's commented saying you're a funny cunt, blah blah blah, this and that. Like, bro, he could be as arrogant as they want.
100%.
Because a lot of those. A lot of kids that come from families that have got money are very arrogant little fucks. Like,
Yeah, I
you
know
know
a
what I
few
mean?
of them.
Where you want to punch him in the dick.
Yeah.
This kid, bro, such a kid, like, good kid, hey man, this, that, blah, blah, I needed a hand with something, I chopped him out, helped him out.
Yeah.
Thankful 100 times over. I go, bro, no stress. Like, people like yourself and like your dad and that, blah, 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 I'll help because you just helped us without even knowing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's exactly right.
you know what I mean? His old man has helped me in ways that I listen and copy everything he does.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I don't, not copy, I'm not making sources.
Yeah, you take
right? But like, I
You
copy
take
his-
motivation from what he
yeah,
says.
like his ethics and all that sort of stuff. And
Yeah.
they're grouse. Like, they're fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day I want to get to his level.
Yeah, Peter tries a weapon, bro.
Yeah,
Except
man.
Peter tries, Sam Bashiri, they're all weapons, man.
Bro, I want, even though I don't play basketball or tennis, I want a basketball court or a tennis court with Badman logo in the middle of
How
it.
cool is that,
That is
man?
fucking
That is actually
sick.
so. His house itself is like, from what I've seen, he doesn't like. He shows a bit, doesn't show everything, which is smart.
Yeah.
But man, it looks amazing, dude.
But I don't know if it was his beach house or he went away on a trip and it was like an Airbnb thing. I don't know what it was, but I'm guessing it was one of his joints because he's got money. Right? It was a photo of him with his feet up, right? the view past his feet was like the middle of the fucking ocean and just a cup of coffee saying good morning. I was like, if that is not fucking living the dream, I don't know what the fuck is.
If that doesn't motivate you, go back to sleep. Basically.
That's it, man. Go to sleep and smoke bongs the rest of your life.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
shut up. Like,
100%. Razos. So I don't know if you know who you're in the company of, but I have a blue tick now.
Yes,
so I'm somewhat a celebrity because I just paid $20 a month to fucking Instagram. You know, I'll tell you why I got it. Seriously, to piss off Shane Pace. He worked for 6-7 years to get this fucking tick. He got it, and 2 months later, Instagram's like, yeah, just pay for it, man.
Yeah, he would have been burning
shattered,
the pool,
He's so
shattered. Because I remember he was trying to get it ages ago when we done our first podcast.
Yeah, he was.
And he's like, man, I got fucking... Because then he was just under 1 million.
He might have just hit 1 million.
Oh, sorry,
maybe.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And he's like, they won't give me the... I still remember it. He's like, they won't give me the fucking tick, man.
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's a lot of work. It was a lot of work. Now it's just like, no.
But I didn't know it went off, like what we were saying before. I didn't know it went off actual people, like actual articles.
It does, yeah. Well, that's one of the ways of verifying.
You know what I mean? But it's like, and that's why, if that was the case, bro, I would have screenshotted the Google shit that, you know, if you Google my name on fucking, Chris Razos comes up and all these stupid articles from the Herald Sun and Channel 7, Channel 9 from when we were younger being retards at court came up, I would have just screenshotted all them and sent them in, but maybe they don't verify ex-criminals.
Yes. Well, I think they do, actually.
Well, see a lot of the fucking American cunts, they've all got their fucking criminal records with their fucking shit.
Andrew Tate was verified, was he? What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate, actually? I'm curious to know, because...
I actually love the bloke.
Yeah.
Right? And I think, obviously, with all the shit that's going on now, it's just like, it's very hectic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's very like, he was on another level of influence. Do you know what I mean?
He was.
And to be honest, he come fucking out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't like a bloke that's gradually built up over time and blah, blah, blah. He literally came in one day, shocked the whole world with how he's a womanizer and he's this and that. And it's funny, the clips that you see of him, right, of him saying, you know, a woman needs to be at home and be a this and a be a that and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
If you actually watch the uncut, extended, like, real version of that clip, right, it's him actually being against that. Right? Saying, no, women can do what they want and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's like, but people still like the traditional woman and this and that.
Stuff. Yeah.
He's like, a man should be protecting and providing and this and that. He goes, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. So he got smacked in the face pretty early with the bullshit that was surrounding him.
He copped it hard.
But now, like, with him and his brother being fucking, what is it, human trafficking, they're saying?
Human trafficking, all this other bullshit. Like,
but said, like...
They haven't charged him though yet, so it's a bit...
And did you see what he said when they transferred him from the
Matrix
station?
or some shit?
Yeah, but he's also like, I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, because he knows they're going to off him.
Yeah, but...
Well, apparently I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard this thing where, like, he might have lung cancer now.
As I'm smoking.
Yeah, As I said that, you're like...
Yeah, but, like... How do you know what's true with these cunts anymore? Do you know?
You don't,
I mean?
man.
It's
You
just
don't.
like
You don't. You don't know
everything's
nothing.
so fucked and fake and
and
not from them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's
from
so
the
many
world.
imposters.
You can fake
and,
anything these days, man. You've seen all the AI technology. They can fake this whole conversation, and
but it's so
you know
fucked.
what I mean?
Like,
it's crazy.
Like, everyone was doing those AI faces and this and that.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Some of them were hectic. Like, bro, I look like a hot cunt. Man.
Yeah.
Right? I've catfished the fuck out of everyone with this. But I refuse to do it, right? Only because, not that they could do it without our consent anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, bro, I don't want to be entered into that shit. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, that shit petrifies the fuck out of me. Like,
yeah, technology's scary, bro.
Bro, I don't know if you ever watched the movie, and I can't remember what the name is, but it was a futuristic movie from, like, when we were in, like, 2008, right? And I think, like, the time was 2025, which is only, like, 2 years down the track.
Yeah, I know.
Right, which is so fucked.
It's so fucked.
But it was technology that it knew you were about to do a crime and would arrest you and charge you before you actually... What was that?
Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
Yes. Is that the...
I remember,
I've
seen that. Minority Report.
Right?
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
And it's that scary because they can fake what you've done and fake that you've been anywhere with this new technology shit.
Yeah, so they can just say you've done that.
Yeah. So it's not that long before we're onto that fucking level. Do you know what I mean? And I know everyone says, like, conspiracy theory, this and that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I look at the facts and I'm like, well, this is fucked. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, You look at the 9/11 shit. That's conspiracy theory to the maxes. You're like, man, what do you
100%.
believe? Was it
You
a cargo
can't-
plane?
yeah.
Was it a real plane? Was it
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Or was that?
And then their IDs, all their IDs were on the floor in front of the building because they
Yeah,
fell from the.
it's just
come on.
like fuck me, like what the fuck, like.
yeah.
But then it's still like you don't know 150%. But other shit that we've lived through, like with the whole lockdown and and the whole script that the world got, like because not every country could have been put through the same shit as the so not like America couldn't have put through the same shit as what we've been put through, and we've been put through what America's been put through. When it's meant to be on different levels. You know what I mean? Like, we should be on a lockdown because we've got millions of cases in Melbourne, not Victoria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
America was getting shut down for having millions in fucking the whole of America. We got shut down because, remember, we had 8.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how we've been treated. So it was a world script. And
Yeah.
it's known. It's not a hidden fact.
Yeah.
It's not a conspiracy theory.
Well, it's still around now. People still get COVID now, but everyone's forgot about it now.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Now they're focusing on something else.
yeah, now, but what's the next thing? Like,
Chemtrails. I don't know, whatever the fucking conspiracy.
Do you know what done my head in the most? And I've done a video
Flat
about
Earth.
it, right? And it went fucking viral, huge, yeah?
What was it? Which one was
To the
it?
point where I had to fucking archive the post
Yeah.
because it was doing my head in. Like,
Yeah.
I was getting fucked up messages like, bro, I don't want to read this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This shit's fucked. It was about the rain fucking thing.
Oh, the brain generator.
The fuck's it called? It's like, you see the plane in the sky?
Yeah, the
and it leaves-
chemtrails.
The chemtrails, yeah.
Yeah, chemtrails,
Right?
yeah.
And then the next day it's fucking shitting rain, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a load of shit. I go, blah, 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 I can't believe it. I go, what's real anymore? Like, if they can fake rain, what the fuck else is real? And I had Aljana.
Yeah.
I just ordered Aljana. I'm like, is my fucking Aljana even real anymore? Like, who the fuck knows? I'm just
Yeah.
having I mean, half serious, but being half taking the
Yeah,
piss.
they're fucking around, yeah.
Right? And the fucking, like, bro, got like 190,000 views in like
Yeah.
20 minutes. I was
That's
like,
sick.
oh my God. Like, mad traction. But I was like, this is fucked. Because I'm getting
It's like
messages.
Shane Pace views.
yeah.
Shane
like,
Pace story views.
like, yeah, like, you know, 5 million followers, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I archived the story because I was getting messages from like these full like flat earthers.
Yeah.
You got to get with the times. The world's coming. This. I'm like,
I love fucking
holy
with those people,
shit,
by the way. I've joined a few flat earth groups on Facebook just to fuck with them.
bro.
It's the best thing
And
ever.
they get so cut, don't they?
They get so
I read
cut.
some
They're
of the
like,
shit that
they're
people
like,
write.
One of the names of the group of flat earth is like flat earthers around the globe. And I'm like, hey, mate, look.
You're contradicting yourself.
Yeah,
now.
this just doesn't work, man. Like, I don't know who the fuck's writing these things, but bro,
retard, yeah.
come on, fuck.
But it's like that. Like the flat Earth shit's a different world. Like,
Yeah.
You enter a flat Earth world conversation with someone that believes that it's flat, right? Oh, bro, it's
entertaining.
worse than a fucking vegan story. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can say to make them realize, brother,
No.
shut up,
No.
right, and be quiet.
Yeah.
The world's round, and get over it. Every planet is round. Get
Yeah,
over it,
yeah.
right? If it's true, who fucking knows? We'll never know. Like,
We'll
do you
never
what I
know.
mean?
They could be talking shit. Like, everyone could be talking
Like,
shit. NASA, who
fucking-
knows, man?
Yeah,
You don't
bro.
know.
But I was watching this thing the other night. It was on what do you call the fucking thing? Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus,
Yeah.
right? The blue one, not Stan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Paramount Plus. And it had a thing on it where they're saying that all the rocket launches and all that shit is all fake now. Or like people being in space. All right, and then they're saying it's all green screens. And
Yeah.
there was a
Everything's
guy
green screen.
proving it, right? So there was a guy like spinning around, right, in the like it's got no gravity in there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There was a guy spinning around, right, and they were trying to make him stop spinning.
And his
but-
mate grabbed like a cord.
yeah, and
I've
brought
seen
him
that.
forward,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen that.
And then the other one where they're saying there's no gravity, and the lady with the long hair just had her hair standing up.
It's like stuck up. Like
yeah,
it's,
right,
yeah.
and it's not moving.
Like it's
just-
hairsprayed.
They were saying it
Yeah.
was hairsprayed. And then one guy, like obviously they're in the green room doing something because this was like full legit.
Yeah.
One guy didn't realize they were recording, and he walked straight in. And was like, "Oh fuck!" and walked straight back out. And he was like, "Why wasn't he floating?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck was going on there?
You don't know, man. It could be fake, but you just don't know.
Like with
My-
that sort of shit, like shit that was done in the fucking 80s and 70s, like when the first man landed on
They
the
can
moon.
get away with the shit back then. They can't
Back,
get away with it now.
like now, no chance.
Yeah,
like,
no.
do you know what I mean?
No.
And it's even like random shit. Like, there's no gravity, so how's the flag fucking flapping in the air? Like, do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
you start believing all that shit, you end up going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
with the amount of shit that gets fucking spoken.
Yeah. It's easy to
fuck-
go down the rabbit hole, man.
Oh, and during
fun,
COVID, because obviously everyone was locked up.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't do shit, blah, blah, blah. I think it sent a lot of people down that hole.
Yeah,
Like,
because I was just Googling shit.
man, my cousin, like, you know, she's the best girl in the world. Yeah, I love her. Yeah, and I won't say her name because she knows exactly who it is now that I've just said that. But for the public to know, I won't say her real name, right? She fell down that hole, right, and fell down fast to the point where, bro, she was smashing CBD down left, right, and centre to calm herself.
Wow.
And to the point where we had to ring her and say, shut the fuck up, because she'd go and put statuses up.
She was like ranting.
Just like, you know, people have to understand that, you know, COVID isn't real and fuck COVID and why are people doing this and please don't believe this and please don't do this and blah, blah, blah. This is all conspiracy. I'm like, listen, stop what you're doing. You're going to put yourself somewhere on something, on someone's radar and you're going to get yourself fucking a headache. Just stop it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right? And then she's like, no. She started hyperventilating, having panic attacks over it and this and that. I'm like, there's another level of fucked, like, do you know what I mean? But it's what the government in the day wants. They want people to be in panic, so every time they come out with a solution,
we just do it.
we just do it. Like, you know,
yeah.
Like, how many people got forced to take the vax? You know what I mean? Like,
Heaps, bro.
Touch wood, I don't give a fuck. To this day, I still haven't gotten the vax.
Yeah.
Right? I'm still working full time. Still doing this, still doing that, still going everywhere I want. Right? But a year and a half ago doing that, bro, you're a criminal.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
You're
get put in jail for that.
How could you not care about my health? Well, brother, if you've got it, the fuck do you need me to have it for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look,
It's true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear a condom if you go and fuck her. Right? Just in case she gets pregnant and I ejaculated in the air. Like, what the fuck? Like,
That's true. That's a good
so
point,
fucking
actually.
stupid,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm just like, fuck's sake. And then we started, and like my missus, like she was against it as well. But obviously, like we said before, we were trying to have kids for a long time, and I said, don't fucking get nothing until we have a child, right?
Of course.
Then after we have a child, then that's it. Like, I think after we have 10, I hope, like, you know what I mean? But like, once we have one, then whatever, our lives are complete to what we need. Anyway, she got forced to have the first one because she was going to lose her job and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So she went and got it. Luckily, nothing happens with the first one. It all happens when you get the second one comes because it activates everything from the first one, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
So luckily, we were sweet, right? She got touched with no side effects. The kid touched with till now has got no side effects, blah, 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 this and that. But we met people that have had the backup one. What's it called? The backup, what's it called?
No, there's like a
the
booster.
boosters,
The
right?
booster shot.
Yeah. Then had their boosters, then fallen pregnant, right? And their kids are fucking coming out either defected, right? Or miscarriages prior to birth.
Yeah.
And we're not talking within 11 weeks where it's still like a little fucking peanut or something. We're talking like 7-month births.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So 7 months in the stomach, you've got to still give birth to the child. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck that. And if that's not enough fucking... You know, if 10 people dying in this world of a vaccine isn't enough to say this is not safe, right? Then don't fucking do it. And we had way more cases than...
There was I knew a few people, like I got the vax, right, because of work and stuff.
Yeah.
But I knew a few people that were sick and you know, still till now they're pretty fucked up.
Yeah, man. Like,
But everyone's different.
Mates
like,
that they got it because obviously their work is just like, no, especially with the union shit, right?
I remember that union protest. That was hilarious. By the way.
Yeah, I got fucked up from that. Like, they
so funny.
really, like... They tried hard to fucking get me taken off all social medias from that day. But look, like, now that we're on it, right, I want to touch a point on that day, right? So that day, I was probably the third or fourth person to rock up, right? Everyone got wind.
To CMFEU.
Right, to the front of the CFMEU, right? Now, I've been a CFMEU member for 10 years. What came out on the news and what came out from fucking John Setka being a piece of shit, right? And I still claim that he's a piece of shit, even though he's moved and he's no longer the CFMEU boss in Melbourne, blah, blah, blah. Him as himself, as a human being, is a piece of shit, right? And I'll say that for everybody to know. CFMEU members, the board of the CFMEU, himself, his little henchmen that think they're sick cunts, the same thing, yeah? Like, he's a piece of shit because he sold out his own people. And he made other people financially gain from what happened to come and back him up, right? So he paid, people to come back him up so no one would touch him and blah, 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 yeah? But what happened at the end of that day was a fucking complete and utter joke, right? Where people started smashing the front of the CFMEU, started throwing bottles, started fucking... Ridiculous. That was just like, and I spoke to a few guys that are part of the CFMEU that I said hello to while I was there, and I know them personally as mates outside of the whole shenanigans that happened. And I messaged them saying, you boys all good, right? Because I genuinely gave a fuck, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're all good if you cunts didn't do that sort of shit. My brother, if you look on your cameras, you'll see me smashing 2 cunts that were throwing bottles. So the first bottle that got thrown, that guy got pummeled by me and another bloke. Because we're here to make a point. We're not here to be routes, to be rioters or louts and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We're here to prove a point. Leave our industries alone, right? Even though I wasn't an active CFMEU member at that point, like I wasn't in a job that I require CFMEU, like because our construct isn't a union job. Like we don't have any union work. But I still paid my dues because who knows, one day I might get a mad job and I'll jump straight back into it and I don't have to redo everything.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, like, get the fuck out. Piss off. But at the same time, like, we were there for a reason. We were there to make a point. We were there to make sure we were standing for our own fucking personal rights.
Yeah.
And, our fellow workers and our fellow union guys shouldn't have to fucking be obligated to, I'm now being forced to take the vax, right?
Of course not.
There was old blokes, old Albanian blokes, right? Even some old Crow blokes that necked themselves, right? Because they no longer have a job because they refuse to get the vax, right? And these are blokes that are coming from countries that are war-torn, right? Fleeing those countries because of war to Australia because we're the fucking land of the free, right? And then them leaving that whole world, leaving their families, leaving everything there to come here to live the free life, and then them 40 years later committing suicide because they felt they had no other choice. Like, how can you let your members do that, bro? Like, one member dying should have been enough for him to stand up and say, no, fuck the government, we're standing up against them. Because if there's not a clean toilet on site, if there's not the right amount of breaks done on a fucking job site, these cunts will stand up and fucking riot straight away. 400 or 500 blokes walking down Collins Street. Why? Why the fuck were there not 5,000, 6,000 members walking in unity together to Parliament House saying we are not fucking standing for this? And the worst thing that fucking dead shit done, right, was come out, try and explain his story, right, where a lot of people didn't let him explain the story, and I was one of them, because I'm like, you fucking sold us out, right? You're the one still sitting there, because you're still getting paid by CFMEU to be a fucking CFMEU boss, whether you get your fucking jab or not. You're still getting your pay, you're still getting this, you're still getting your side money off the fucking builders that you fucking bully and harass, like, it's no hidden secret, right? But you're allowing us, or your workers, as your CFMEU workers, right, to be fucking punished by getting the jab or not going to work. Like, how fucking stupid is that? Then he come out, started saying this, started saying that, and everyone said, well, if you're with us, then fucking march with us. Like he would at every other fucking event, right? No, this one he wouldn't, because if he got shown to be walking out with us and walking with the majority of people that were fucking trying to be against it, the government wouldn't have given him his kickback. Right? It just shows what sort of leader you are, right? Now, when I came out on social media and I started saying this, a lot of his union blokes didn't like it. So, bro, shut your fucking mouth, this, that, da. But, brother, I'm not going to shut my mouth, number one. Number two, I'm not scared of yous, right? Number three, if I was in his position of power, I have a fucking obligational right to my guys that are under me to make sure I take care of them. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't know what you would do in that position. I go, no, I do. I go, money isn't fucking everything, bro. You knock the money back. Show the 20,000 plus workers that pay you $1,000 a year, right? That you're in it for them and only them, right? And you have the backing of your own community. You don't need government backing.
Of course not.
It's like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. I go, brother, I know a thing or two on leadership, and I know a thing or two on backing up your own people. And trust me, he's not doing that. Nah, you're talking shit. Then when the cunt fucking found out to be a piece of shit that he is, and got shanghaied to another state, right? All of a sudden, now everyone's saying he's a piece of shit. But when we were trying to say he was a piece of shit from the start, don't let him be your leader, kick him out of office, everyone was like too worried and too scared because of the power that he had by sending all these little goons to people's work sites to punching the fuck out of him. Like, I know 2 blokes that got found out to be at the union riots, and they got their heads punched in. And they weren't the ones throwing broken bottles. They're the ones fucking bashing the cunts that were throwing the bottles.
It got that bad, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it got huge, bro. Huge. And the best thing is, the government and the police allowed it all to happen until it turned to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you really didn't want anybody there, you would have fucking done what you done at the end, right? At the start.
Yeah.
Moved people on by getting a whole line of them together and walking across saying, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Not wait till it builds up to fucking 3,000-4,000 people standing there.
Yeah, and everyone's breaking shit.
And the worst thing is, people were Ubering stuff there, right? And then I remember at about 2:30, he went on the, what's that radio station?
I remember he did go on the radio station.
With Neil Mitchell or some shit,
3AW?
or whoever, 3AW.
Yeah.
He goes on the radio, says everyone that's at the protest is a fucking fake, is a fraud, is a piece of, like, pretty much we're all pieces of shit and we're meant to be his guys, right? At 2:30, that got announced on the fucking radio throughout everybody there. 2:35, 3 white RAV4s rocked up and emptied over 15 slabs of beer onto the grass. So what happens? You got angry fucking protesters that all fucking drink, all drunk now, right? What's the first thing that's going to happen? Fuck John Setka, smash the CFMEU. Boom, bottles started getting flying everywhere. I'm like, no one brought that from home. That was all like,
Who the fuck?
That was all on camera.
Yeah.
And all these guys are standing on their balcony on the fucking 20th floor watching all of us, and we're looking at them watching us. I'm like, these cunts fucking set that up. So as soon as they started smashing everything, bro, me and three or four other blokes started grabbing cunts. Stop fucking smashing it. It's not why we're here. We're here to fucking prove a point.
Yeah.
And then they just took it too far, so we left. We're like, this is a joke, but.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I remember that.
Yeah,
that
man.
Fucking insane. And then they walked all the way to the Westgate
Bridge. But that...
Fuck look, that. They would have done like fucking...
No, we drove
40,000 steps. So fucking walking.
Like, the first day was legitimately tradies, right? And like people in the industry of the unions and the work industries and blah, blah, blah. But you had from us as traffic controllers to, CEOs there. They were wearing hoodies and fucking balaclavas so they wouldn't get recognised.
Yeah.
All in the building industry. But the next day, bro, it was just random. It was like they went and bought a fluoro fucking vest from fucking RSCA. Like,
I heard a lot of that.
Like, that was all pure stupidity.
Yeah,
like we drove to the Westgate, parked at KFC United, right, on the outbound side, and just watched these cunts. Like, bro, number one, I don't walk, right?
Yeah.
Not walking for no cunt, right? Number two, definitely not running away when these cunts pull out the pepper spray shit, because that shit hurts, right?
Yeah.
And number three, you're walking up to Westgate, you fucking psychopath. The only reason you should be walking up to Westgate is to jump off, not to fucking...
Yeah.
So they all went up there with them, and we were watching from the KFC. I'm like, man, these guys... I remember saying to the boys, like, these guys are fucked. Like, stay in the city, bro. What's wrong with you? You're just making headaches over here now.
Yeah. Well, most of them, like you said, probably weren't even traders anyway. Well, not even members.
No, not even members. Not even, But it's not even... Even if you're not a member, you weren't even in the industry. You're just using it as an excuse to be a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the day after that, when everyone went to... where they do at the shrine, right?
Yeah.
That day there was probably the most saddest day, right, ever in the world of this fucking protesting shit.
Yeah.
Because you're at a place of peace, right?
Yeah.
No one was being violent. No one was being, fuck that government, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It was a place where everyone was sitting on the steps, sitting in the grass, sitting around the fucking fire that's lit over there, right?
Yeah.
And literally just people just talking to other people that they probably haven't done in a couple months because they've been locked up at home, yeah?
Yeah.
It was more like a fucking therapy massive group, right?
Yeah.
All the cops started rocking up, so everyone started putting the guard up a bit.
Yeah.
They started walking up. I go to one of my mates and go, let's get the fuck out of here because these guys are going to start shooting fucking rubber bullets and it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Once we started walking down, all you hear is, everyone evacuate. Da, 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 da. It sounded like a fucking Call of Duty fucking... You know when cunts play and you can watch them? What's it called? The stream?
Yeah, the streams, yeah.
I felt like I was watching a real stream.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, this is fucking cooked. Cunts running out of the parks like it's a fucking slaughterhouse. I'm like, bro, this government, the way they've tackled all this is so fucked. And then you see on the news the next day, it's the same thing happening in America. I'm like, it's a world script. I'm like, everyone has to follow it. You know what I mean? And you start thinking like, all right, they've done that now. What's next? They're saying the internet's going to go down next. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Then,
what am I going to do if the internet goes down?
Oh, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? I hope my history doesn't delete.
Hope no one sees my history. No,
yeah, but at the same time, it's like they're saying internet's going to shut down, right? Then they're going to say the banks are going to fucking shut down. Then they're turning around saying, what was the other one? The internet, the banks, social media, is all going to be vanished.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what starts playing games in your head, right? Especially me as a business owner, that all businesses thrive off social media and off internet.
Yeah.
There's two threats there that could potentially make me broke.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, if that's the case, we're fucked.
Yeah. Well, fuck, man, we have a fucking digital agency. If
well,
it goes down, we can't build no kinds of giveaway websites.
Adrian will be like sitting there like Mr. Burns.
Yeah, 100% you will. Yeah.
He'll probably fund it. Like, he'll probably fund
he
it.
probably would, yeah.
You fucking Maltese bastard. Don't fund shit anymore. You're not funding nothing. But yeah, man, it's the times ahead are going to be very scary. Right?
It's going to be interesting next probably 5 years, bro.
But I'll put it less.
You reckon?
I reckon it'll be an interesting 12 months.
Really?
Yeah. But in the sense of, like, it's already going to be an interesting 12 months, especially with this recession shit that we're in.
Yeah.
Right? People are saying, "Oh, we're about to hit it," but we're not about to hit it. We're already in it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if you've got a home loan over 800 grand, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't mean to be one of those Debbie Downers, but you're fucked.
Yeah.
If you're not financially well, you know what I mean? Like with us, like we've only got like 200 left on the house. I said to my missus, "Thank fuck,
Sick.
I just made good money since we've owned the house, and I've always chucked in extra."
Yeah.
Like repayments were like 2,300 standard, right? I put 3,500 every month. Right?
mate.
I try to do $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
A couple of fucking car parts here, a couple of bike parts
Yeah,
there.
of course,
500
yeah.
bucks
Well, you got
short,
enough
yeah?
cars and bikes,
Right,
so
yeah. The fucking car still
there.
cost me money.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the Established Show episode 1 with Chris Razos. It's going to be plenty more episodes with Chris and a lot of people that Chris knows. This series, from what I've learned doing the Endless Hustle podcast and being on a few podcasts myself, people are more comfortable in familiar settings, so that's why I want to go to people and do the podcast and show instead of doing it in one location. So that way I get to see their cars, their bikes, their lifestyle, whatever they want to show me. And, we can all learn and sort of grow off their experiences and what they can teach us. Yeah, so the next part of the Chris Razos episode is coming out shortly. It's just an overview of all of his cars and bikes, which is pretty cool. Keep an eye out for that. But thanks for watching, and there's going to be plenty more, and they're only going to get better as they come. Like I said, this was the first episode. So, yeah, thanks for watching again.